Hey, hello and welcome to our Friday night D&D in the Iron Kingdoms. I'm just about to unmute the lovely bunch at the bottom. And we'll do a little sound check. So, fire away, Mark, from the left.
Hi, Arwen's in the house.
Hey!
Good evening, everybody. Good to see you all.
Owen?
Welcome to the Friday Night Corvus Pasty podcast.
Well, we can hear Tom's is working, I think. And
I had a thing to say. You didn't just skim over me.
Go on then.
So I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I think that as a special thing that we'll do when we hit a certain number of subs, which I will decide upon, James and I, so Phineas and I, will record a version of Blur's Park Life with new lyrics, but with Solix doing all the spoken parts.
Yes, we will.
Good evening, everyone.
And Jace,
Hello, how's it going?
once you've recovered from that.
Oh, what you like?
Right, can the chat confirm that with they're hearing us? Actually, I can confirm that they're hearing us because I can hear us on my tablet. There's a slight delay, but it's there.
Everyone sub. Great nerd kind, great.
Yeah. So have we got She's So Nerdy modding in the chat tonight?
Yes, we will have. Yes, she's just wrangling monkey men upstairs, but she will get them sorted.
So we have got the lovely Nerdkind and She's So Nerdy in the chat as your mods for tonight. There isn't a whole lot of chat engagement from us, the players, as we focus on the game. So any questions, shoot them, and they will do their best to answer. Hopefully, after last week's success using the player view on my end, spoilers is no longer an issue for the chat. So I think that was great. It worked out really well.
That, Chris, and the reviews that I had from last week were that the viewers much preferred not seeing your view.
Yeah.
Apparently, there is some white noise coming from somewhere getting progressively worse.
I think I can... Tom, you try talking again, because I just heard a little crackle while you were talking.
1 2 2 1 2. Is it me?
I can hear something when you're talking. Can one of you other lovely folk have a chat and see if it's anything?
Hello. Anything coming from moi?
Not that I can hear there. I can just hear something from Tom.
Anything from deepest Shrewsbury?
Nope. Not that I can tell.
Is it
from
me?
there. Nope.
Is it me?
It is not. The only crackle I can hear is when Tom is speaking.
Is from me. Okay, let me see if I can address it, guys. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Hey there. Or Howard has just correctly described us all as white noise.
Okay, what's that like, guys? Is that any better?
Much better.
Yes. Yeah, that little crackle that I heard is gone. That's good.
Okay, then we have repaired the problem.
Awesome.
Sorry, guys, I don't know what that problem was.
No worries.
Well, that's me.
Right, technical stuff out of the way. I'm very glad the new view is well received. Yeah, it does look better, doesn't it? When you can see in the chat what the players are seeing. Okay, so a little recap from last time. After the events of the Fool's Rush In, the player party was given a few things by the very grateful Captain Hellstrom. They've been made into an official Law Dogs company. So they have some legal sway, some police type sway in the city, and they also have the support of the Corvus Watch if and when they need it. They've got a small house that was an off-book safe house for the corrupt Captain or Lieutenant Rourke, and they were gifted a few items. And they also went on a bit of a shopping spree, which was an interesting interlude in the middle of last session. So we now have Solix with 3 melee weapons now, I believe.
Yeah, it's got. To be fair, the one that matters is that Solix is now packing a massive sword that also happens to be a giant taser. Effectively, it's a big lightning sword, but also a shield that rolls very slowly bullets out of it just onto the floor.
Did Solix forget to pack the powder when he loaded it?
Yeah. What? I have to pack powder as well.
So yes, we those of you who were with us last session will remember that I got hold of the official Iron Kingdoms Requiem backer preview PDF, and we've integrated a few more of the more Iron Kingdoms-esque and Iron Kingdoms specific items, like the Mechanica, which is a wonderful fusion of magical energies and the closest thing would be like a dwarven runic type magic from Warhammer Fantasy, where you can scribe different runes into things to combine them and create unique magical weapons. But they need powering, so they run off batteries, which is going to be an interesting thing going forward, especially as we venture off into the wilderness. And so the party then found out that Alexia was headed to a Cult of Cirrus temple out in the Signaran wilds. So they did some research and they managed to pinpoint its fairly accurate location and have chartered this lovely boat, the Fortune, and its crew of Squint, Ornar, Killian, and the little cabin boy Leto, who popped up halfway through the voyage. They headed off into up the river, broke off into a little bayou, and met a swampy village, who informed them that they spotted a boat the previous day that was carrying a very beautiful young lady with raven hair and a white. Oh, Crackle's back. Yeah. And that's
it appears to be coming from you, Mr. Chris.
Apparently, I'm the only one speaking. So let me just try and turn my input down and see if that makes it disappear. So we're down a little bit. I shall carry on and see if it has gone. So yeah, while I'm telling you guys to speak, I'm not speaking. Of course, the Crackle's not there, is it? So met with the Swampies, and they told us essentially that Alexia had gone past the day prior, and they told the party about the Swamp Shamblers and sold them a totem to try and keep the Swamp Shamblers at bay. Heading on from the Swampies in the late afternoon, the Good Fortune unfortunately hit a little bit of a roadblock in the bayou with a tree that had been felled. They initially thought it had just fallen down, but on further inquiry found that it had been felled by a tribe of gobbers, who they are now fighting. Now, we didn't have enough time last session to finish the combat, so that is where we will jump right in now at the top of the round with the swamp gobbers.
Hello.
Ooh, I think that sorted it. Awesome. Thank you, Nerdkind. So, straight back into combat. Does everyone remember what they were doing?
Oh, yeah.
Dying.
So, swamp gobbers. There is only one left at the top. This chappie here. And he is going to have... I haven't even opened the character sheets up. God. Failing miserably at this preparation lark. Where are we?
Wait, we have character sheets?
Don't do that to me, Tom. There we go. So you can go over there, and the chief can go over there. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely easier for me not needing to necessarily worry about where things covering my screen are for the viewers, so I can pack my screen full of character sheets and everything. So I'm glad everybody else liked it. Right, off we go. Swamp Gobber with a dagger.
Well, I can see me, but nothing else.
Oh.
Vision again?
Nothing else. Let me have a look.
Have you accidentally looked into a mirror on your laptop screen?
Yeah, you are looking at your computer.
Oh man, that was just. Can you imagine? It'd be even better if he was like, "Oh yeah, that's what the problem is."
It's a mirror.
I'm in the bathroom,
thought you were
not the
all the same.
office. Right, there's nothing wrong with your token. It's
I'll,
got vision.
I'll reload the page.
Yeah,
see
give
if
it a
that works.
refresh. Dynamic lighting is slightly more server intensive, so it does occasionally mess around. So this was against Clarence with an attack roll of 10.
No.
No. Okay.
No. Spirit sheep.
Who is next? There are two swamp gobbers who appear to be fighting Killian in the front. They are both going to have a go. 1 and 2. He is AC 15, so he is hit for 4 points of damage. I also forgot in the first couple of rounds of combat to roll their initiative, so they didn't take a turn. They will do now, though. 1 against Phineas for an 11.
No.
No, 2 against Phineas. There is 1 south of you as well. A 15?
Yeah.
Yes, for 5.
Yeah, that one hits.
We've got 2 against Ingo. A 7 and an 8.
Nah, get out of here with that.
And the last one against Solix. I don't know why I rolled twice. It's the 5.
First roll counts.
It is. It's the first roll that counts. Yeah, I double clicked for some reason. Why are you rolling a con save, James?
Concentration.
Concentration, yes. Thank you. Okay. The Gobber Chief is going to move a little bit further over into there. And then he is going to use this. Which shouldn't be rolling to hit, so ignore the attack roll. It's damage, and there is DC 13 check to only take half damage from it. It's a 35-foot cone.
Oh my gosh!
So, and it's going onto the boat.
Okay.
Oh no.
So we all need to make deck saves on the boat then.
You do. So do all the gobbers around there as well. But he's getting desperate at this point. So, where are we?
Deck save.
Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter whether the goblins pass or fail their deck saves, because he's rolled so well on damage that even at half damage,
It's gonna kill him.
it kills him. That wasn't very well thought out, was it?
What's up? Oh wait.
So we're making
A deck save.
No, no.
Oh dear.
Jesus.
Is that 18 cold damage?
That is 18 cold damage. Yes.
I am
do I
unconscious again.
Oh dear.
Does that mean Clarence disappears as well?
That
He
does
certainly
mean,
does.
That does mean Clarence disappears. Does the unicorn totem disappear, or does that stay?
You know, I can only assume I cannot maintain that while unconscious.
Is it is it something that's concentration, or is it just a time limit?
It's a time limit, to be fair.
If it's a time limit, then you'll probably be all right.
Cool. Then unicorn can stay.
So let me get Squint needs to take a save.
Don't worry, my whirling dervish of daggers is still going.
Over there.
Over here.
DC 13. So Squint's going to take the damage. Ouch. Killian.
Oh.
Oh, who have we lost? We lost Mark.
Mark's given up.
Killian's going to take the damage. And Arnor he's in range. Oh, wonderful. The one with the lowest dex survives. Takes half damage. Anyway. So -9 for you. -18 for Squint. Ouch. -18 for Killian. Leto was completely out of sight, hidden, so he's safe. But has everybody else applied their damage?
Yeah.
Fantastic. That was the Swamp Gobbers and the Swamp Gobber Chief. So he stuck out what looked to be... let me describe it to you. It's a metal cone about a foot long with a handle and a crank attached. And he pointed it at the boat and he cranked the handle round, and all of a sudden there's just this wave of cold emanated from the device. Okay, it's Arnaud's turn. He is gonna go... Have I lost? No, I haven't lost the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to go and join his brother at the front, but can't get into melee. And then it's Killian's turn, who is going to go after the Gobber Chief, because that was just mean. Killian is going to make an attack with his longsword. And crit fail. He stumbles and goes sploosh into the water.
Oh no, Killian.
Killian is currently swimming. Arwen, your turn.
You muted, Mark.
Kind of hear him now.
Oh, hang on.
1 minute caller. We'll be with you shortly.
He says move on. He says move on using goblin language. I think he can hear us.
He can hear us. Okay, we'll jump to Tok and we'll come back to Arwen. There's only one
Mark,
mirror over there, so
it's a mirror. Mark, it's a mirror. Your laptop's in there somewhere.
Hit it with hammer. Right, let's have a look. Oh, then.
There is one Gobber left there in combat with Solix, and there is the Gobber Chief over here, and there is a Gobber up there in combat with Arwen.
Well, I'm going to ignore the one with Arwen because I'm assuming he's going to deal with that when he comes back from the ether world. Ingo, do you have any healing?
No.
Good answer. Right. Next step. I'm just going to pull my rifle out and shoot the Swamp Gobber Chief.
Okay.
I thought you were going to try and heal me with a pistol then.
I've healed you once. I need to keep this potion of healing for myself.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Right, rifle. So we go. Hello. Ooh.
Nicely done. So he is armor class 14 because he is in melee with Solix, but that is definitely a hit.
Dirty.
15 damage straight through his chest, and he drops. There we go.
Phineas, you got a splitting headache there on the screen. And Ingo. And so is Solix, not to feel left out.
Yeah, I would move the cameras over temporarily, but that means my mug comes on camera, and that's not happening. Or, no, well, my dining room comes on camera, and that's not happening. So, Ingo, are you done, Tok?
Yes.
Ingo.
I'm all good.
Do we have Arwen back first? Doesn't seem like it.
He's...
Oh, we very mildly.
Very quiet.
You
Very
can hear,
quiet.
but you're quiet.
You've not got yourself muted or anything, Matt?
Now we can sort of hear him.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, he was very quiet. We can hear him.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, he's doing charades. Let's do it.
You got
He
to
needs to reboot his computer.
Okay.
Reboot his computer.
He's going to do a roly-poly into the goblin.
He's going to defer his turn.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay, we'll go with me then, yeah? With
Yep.
Ingo. Okay, Ingo will move to the front of the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Like there.
On top of Phineas.
I mean, yeah. To protect him. Like, standing over him to protect him, yeah? And then, I'm just gonna, that goblin I just pinged, that goblin there.
Sorry,
Right.
which one? I wasn't looking.
Oh, this one here, that's in the combat with Solix.
Yep.
That one there, that's just a bunch of stupid for being in a fight with Solix.
Okay. Where are we? Wisdom save. He is a little bit silly for being in a fight with Solix. He's failed. Taking D4 damage.
But wonderful psychic damage. Take that.
3. Cool. -3. Anything else?
No, that's me.
Solix.
So using his new shiny Caspian battle blade, he is gonna slice the chap up in front of him.
Yep.
Failing even when rolling at a disadvantage for some reason. I don't know why. I had the button clicked. Sorry.
Is unfortunately a miss.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Anything else?
So as a, I think he's there's only him and there's only one more up there, isn't there? Up here.
Yes.
Okay. So as a action, can I disengage? A bonus action?
You can't bonus action disengage. You can just walk away and get hit, well, get an attack of opportunity. Disengage is a full action unless you are a rogue.
Okay.
It becomes a bonus action.
Can you show me where Phineas is on the map? Because I can't see him.
Is directly underneath Ingo.
So,
Yes.
and when I cast Cure Wounds, I need to be next to them, don't I?
You do. Again, it's an action.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to get myself into a position. So I'm basically going to move away. I'll take the attack of opportunity and I'll get myself as near to Phineas as I can.
Okay, attack of opportunity is a 21, so that does hit and causes 2 points
I'll
of damage.
I'll take the damage. No worries.
This is when both healers go down against Gobbo.
You hear me?
Yes, quiet, Mark, but we can hear you. Or I could.
Yeah, I could hear him, but it was, quiet.
Give a semaphore, Mark.
Can they?
Phineas.
You know what? So I'm annoyed, and I'm not currently speaking as Phineas because I completely forgot that I've got Absorb Elements as a reaction spell to half an elemental cold damage and give myself resistance to it.
No!
So mistakes were made. I'll roll a death save. Oh wait, or did he cure wounds me?
No,
No, not yet.
he attacked.
Well, that's my turn. I'm so annoyed I forgot that spell. I just have to say, all right, none of that anymore. Carry on.
It's the gobbers. Mark, are you with us? Your turn before the gobber?
Working.
Well, I imagine at the very least you're going to attack that gobber, aren't you? You can roll that. Yeah, make your attack roll then before we... Oh, Owen doesn't need to speak to be able to stab.
Silent but deadly.
They've cast silence on him. It's all good.
Is it a bit bright in there, Mark?
God, I hope this hits.
Oh, he's been winding up to it all turn.
Watch him fire his short sword through a bow again. You stab him with my short bow.
I had to log in. Hang on.
Oh, he had to log into...
Into D&D Beyond.
A 22 for... There's no sneak attack. However, there is 6 damage. Which is nice and tasty. Unfortunately, Clarence has disappeared, so sneak attack isn't an option. But you do have another dagger in your other hand, I believe. For a 21 that does... It's D4 plus 2, so it does 3 damage. No, let's not change Arwen's health. Let's change the Gobber's health. 3 damage is just enough to finish him off. So 2 quick slashes, and Arwen takes care of the final goblin, the final gobber on that end of the tree. Okay, 1 gobber left then. That is the one that Solix has just run away from. He is going to come to the front of the boat, and let's go with an attack on Ingo.
Yeah, that hits.
2 damage to Ingo. And then we are on to Arnor, who that goblin has just run into combat with.
He was supposed to be at disadvantage, Chris.
Yes, because yes, he was. Let me have another shot.
Oh, well, I just take more damage, do I?
No, the damage is always the same, so the damage
Okay.
should never change. Just take the second attack roll.
Well, then.
If I'd made you take more damage, you'd have been like, oh, I'm not telling him anything anymore, am I?
I cast a spell.
So, Arnor is going to have a crack with that one. 23 for 5 damage. Almost. And it is Killian who's going to get himself coughing and spluttering out of the water onto the bank. Or back up onto the tree. Arwen, it's your turn. I've got no audio now, Mark.
Yeah.
No. Unplug your microphone and plug it back in. We believe in you. Is it in your Discord settings? Pick your different microphone.
Yeah. Could be that.
Did that just go over his shoulder?
Yeah.
He just lobbed it. He's trying a new one. Oh, he lost his glasses.
This is quality.
Don't worry, we're not live. Oh.
Oh. You might need to go into Discord settings and change the audio input that you've got selected. I make
In
that
Dungeons and Dragons, whilst playing online, there are many technical issues.
Hey Chris, do you have access to the pixel technical difficulty screen?
I do. Where is it? Yeah, I can do that. Should we do that? And see if we
Pixel no!
Right.
Pixel no.
We shall be back shortly, folks, and we'll see if we can get Mark online. Bear with us. Hello, folks. We are back from our technical difficulties. We have Arwen back.
Sorry.
There he is! Listen to that beautiful goblin voice.
Oh, Bigara. Right.
Okay. Right, we're back in it. We have one gobber left. It is Arwen's turn. You are at the end of the tree, and the gobber in question is here, Arwen. I'm not sure if you can get there. You might.
I'm literally just loading the pages in now. Because I wanted my audio working before I did anything else. Because
fair enough. Thank you in the chat for bearing with us.
Yes,
while we had our
thank
technical
you.
difficulties.
Right. Loading in rooms.
Yes, Slow Brown Fox. We all need more coffee. Specifically, this coffee. We can't wait.
Yep.
Monday.
Right, I can see the screen now. So what were you saying, Chris?
You have one gobber remaining who is here.
All the way over there?
All the way over there. Although I believe as a rogue you can dash as a bonus action, can't you?
Well, I can do 25 feet anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm going to saunter over, quite casual.
It's a bit of a sachet over the log.
Sachet, yeah, and then I'll tell you what, I'll load my character sheets as well. It's all coming together now, it's like a dream. And I'm going to stab him with the big pointy stick.
That'll do, and you get sneak attack on that one.
Oh, well, what do you know?
The poor gobber only had 1 health left. You have insta-killed him because you've taken him to minus 10 damage.
Well, we tried. We do our best.
There we go, and we are out of combat.
I don't know what was more stressful, the combat or my sound problems.
So look at that. He comes in at the end and just kills off both goblins.
Kill.
Okay. You have a lot of goblin bodies. You still have a tree in the way, and you have an unconscious Phineas.
So
it is,
I would
however,
like to...
Solix's turn before Phineas's. So Solix.
What happened to Phineas? I kind of missed that.
He got froze unconscious.
Unnecessarily so.
Ooh. Got put on ice.
So Solix is going to cast Cure Wounds on Phineas at level 1. That's right, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, sure. Go crazy. At least level 2, but no.
I don't think.
Lovely.
I don't think he's got level 2 yet, has he?
I think he does.
No, I haven't got level 2 yet. I'm a paladin.
Oh boy, that better stop happening at some point. Do I have to roll on that stupid table?
It's not stupid. It's awesome, and yes, you do.
Oh,
good grief.
What did he get? Broken leg. Woo.
It's not like you're even small enough for me to carry.
28 weeks!
So it's 4th level healing for a broken leg. That does feel especially harsh, to be fair. So I'm going to go with a 2nd level healing spell. Will cure that.
In that case...
does your unicorn only work for you, or is it any healing magic?
Only works for me.
Ah, okay.
Unless you want to home roll it. I'm cool with that.
Nah,
It is the only thing on a D&D table. Does your unicorn heal you enough?
I don't like that. I've got a... Wait, hold on. Ow! I have a broken leg. And I don't really like this. So I'm going to call my buddy Quawance to help me. That's right. He even does healing in the form of my healing spirit. But Quawance in this form is a tiny little sheep with pixie wings that flies around your body, and he is adorable. And he's
what's
gonna...
this one then? Intangible spirit. Till the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you see moves into the spirit's face for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. So is it just like a healing fountain that you just walk up and just like...
I can move him around. He just literally flies around you and does all his healing. For the purposes of this, though, Chris, I would argue that for the full minute it's active, he is just flying around my leg and not healing anyone else.
Yep. That's
It
fine.
is just to fix. It is just to fix my broken leg. That is all it's for.
Yep. Absolutely fine.
I'm not even taking extra hit points because I'm being cheeky.
Oh no, you get the hit points.
Well, arguably, if you think you can do it once a round, that's 10d6 if you use it once every round. Because it lasts for a minute, that's 60 seconds. It's too much, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
It's like regen. It's just a it's good in a boss fight.
So for out of fights, yes, it seems very powerful, but it is a level 2 spell. But in a fight, because it's only d6 per round or per turn, although it's everybody, if you all cycle in, you can all get d6, but d6 isn't normally enough to stop you like dying if somebody hits you. So
thanks to my unicorn, it's also +3.
Yeah.
Everyone does heal 3 actually when I do that.
Yeah. Awesome. So everybody's apart from Squint, he's too far away.
Oh, sorry, Squint.
So Leto's back up to full.
Did you say that I heal as well? 3.
Yep. Everybody in that aura around the unicorn heals for
Great.
3.
Thanks, unicorn.
Okay. We are clear of bodies. You still have a tree in the way. You have Phineas is back on his feet, and you've got a lot of goblin bodies, as well as a weird contraption on the Gobber Chief.
I reckon we go and loot them.
All of them.
Do we want to send something ahead to scout ahead for us? If there's anything else further up the river or not?
I mean, it's a good idea.
I can cover that if you need me to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Cool.
Be stealthy.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
Won't even see me coming. I shall be like a ninja.
In
So-
for a nat 1 roll on a stealth check.
No, so I close my eyes and I say, hubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Fetchy Fagin on the double. Fagin, go check out what's up river and come back and tell us, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
I
That's
didn't realise I was always playing D&D with it.
Fagin's gone off to check out the local surroundings. And he's going to come back with an update for me when he can.
I thought I was drinking water, but I think it must be like vodka or gin or something. But because I just saw Mark get a puppet out and do a bit, and did anyone else see it?
You're supposed to be checking the area out. Yeah.
Right. So, did anyone object to me continuing to try and slice through this rather annoying obstacle?
Have fun with it, Solix.
Just the usual objections.
How would you like me to do this, Chris? Would you like me just to swing my axe a few times?
Before you were rolling, because I wanted to see if you'd get through it before the goblins arrived.
Okay.
But no, you're alright. You could just keep working at it. It takes a while. You actually find that you've got, even after cutting the tree where you are, you have to cut the tree in a second place as well and cut the log into 3 to actually be able to manoeuvre it out of the way. So it takes a bit of time, and it's getting to being dark. Squint wants to move on past this point. It's a bit of a choke point to sort of moor up for the night. But it's getting to be dark. Who said they were looking through the bodies?
Yeah.
Adam and me.
So Ingo and Tok, you find a selection of daggers and darts and things on the goblins, all poor quality and unsaleable, but useful if you need them yourselves. Each of the goblins had 4 darts and a dagger, so there's plenty there if you actually want to pilfer those. But the most interesting thing you find is this foot-long metal cone, handle with a crank attached. Yep. That the Gobber Chief appeared to produce some sort of killing cold cone from. who's grabbing that?
If you've got use for it, talk. You can have it.
I mean, not really. I mean, well, I suppose I could do.
I mean, I'm if obviously you shoot your pistols more often, then you're going to shoot cold at people.
I think
But if you want it, you have it. But I mean, I'm happy to. I
don't know whether it'd be
a lot last
because
second.
I obviously stand at the back because I'm all right. I've got the range, so I don't know whether it'd be beneficial for someone who's up close and personal to do it a bit more.
Yeah, we could give it to.
Alex has got too many weapons.
Not,
He's like-
yeah,
he's
maybe not give it.
He's like a Swiss Army Trollkin.
Let's see if Phineas would like it. Phineas,
Oh, hello.
do you want to shoot cold at people?
What? How would I do that? With that
I'm gonna
thing?
wave this thing.
No, thank you. Nope. That is far too metal for me.
Oh,
Brings back
So-
bad memories.
Tell you what, I'll have it.
all right, you have it, talk.
I'll take it.
Okay. Make a note then. You have Eriton's Font of Frost.
Font of Frost.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me get me notes up.
But I will say this thing is quite powerful. I think anyway.
Let me.
Yeah, it hit me as well, don't you?
I'll just click it so you can see it in the text stream again. Oh, that would have been nasty, wouldn't it?
Everyone would have died.
Wow.
Fortunately, it doesn't roll to hit, so it can't crit. But I couldn't figure out how to code that in as a weapon. You can only do that as spells. Huh?
It's a drug cross from the thing.
No, it's a specific thing. I'll write it on your character sheet, but it's basically produce a 35-foot cone that you saw, and it does 5. Has it rolled d6? Yeah, 5d6.
That's
Wow.
tasty.
That second roll was insane.
Yeah.
1 was it?
Say again.
Oh no, 5, 4, 5. Ooh, that's
Yeah.
tasty.
So it's 5d6 damage, and it's a DC 13 dex save to halve the damage taken.
That's good. It's a good weapon to have.
How many
So,
have you got charges on it, or is it?
You don't know.
Roger this.
we're gonna. Oh, Arwen, I think your friend has returned. Maybe he has news.
Really? The DM's going to tell me what you found. There's no girl crows around. Okay. But there is a really good coffee shop just up the road in Shrewsbury. Okay. It's going to be open soon. Fantastic. He knows so much stuff, this kid.
You know, Arwen got his sound back. Can we turn him off again?
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
User has been disconnected from the server.
User is banned.
Arwen dies.
Rocks fall, Arwen dies.
Okay, let me just move these goblins out of the way. I suppose.
What did he tell me, DM?
I'll tell you in a minute.
He's just tidying up.
He's just
Yeah.
getting rid of the 46 poor gobbers that we killed.
There should be 16. Yeah, there are 16. And the your knife thingy, Owen, is that still there or is that gone?
It lasts for 10 minutes, so it's just spinning there, mildly cutting the tree up.
Got a nice little box hedge over there now.
Okay. You after a while you clear. It takes more than 10 minutes. So by the time the tree is down, the what do we call it? Let me just send. I can delete that now, can't I? No, I don't want to delete it. Let's send it to the DM layer. There we are. Ha! Some people just fell in the drink apparently.
Hey.
So
Splash.
you guys are back on the boat. Oh, unicorn is gone. How long does the unicorn last for?
I mean,
A minute.
yeah, he's gone.
Cool. Okay, you're back on the boat and ready to move on. I say, Squint wants to get a bit of a move on from here before you finish up. So, heading slightly further up the bayou, and then
This is my favourite bit, is watching the boat move with us all on it.
Easily pleased.
Indeed.
Oh, it's so cool.
Indeed.
Right up the bayou.
So you get a little bit further up the bayou before Squint says, "Right, all stop, anchor down." But you do you stay out in the middle of the waterway. Squint doesn't want to come too close to the bank because there are plenty of nasties that will attempt to attack you in the night. It's late in the day. However, he will set Killian and Arnaud on one watch, but he expects the rest of you to take care of the rest of the night. So you've got an 8-hour sleep. Killian and Arnaud will cover 2 of them. You've got another 6 hours to cover.
I'll do a watch.
Okay. Second watch then. Killian and Arnaud will go first.
I'll join you, Top.
Thank you, darling.
I'll take a watch.
Yeah. As long as I get a short rest from this, I'll be happy. So.
Well, you'll all benefit if nothing untoward or massively untoward happens overnight. You'll all get a long rest anyway, because you can still rest while on watch, and I think it's anything up to an hour of strenuous activity during a long rest. I think so. You can even have a combat in the middle of it, as long as you then rest again and complete your long rest. You get the benefits of it. So yeah, you'll still get the chance to have a rest.
Cool.
A bit of admin. Remember, you need to extend mine and Mark's dark vision to 120 feet.
I'm aware of that, but not on this map.
Okay.
Because I've actually shrunk everybody's dark vision on this map, because it's not the dark that stops you seeing onto the bank, it's the tangle of trees and actual restriction of vision.
You know what? I'll let you off.
But yes, your tokens have had their vision extended.
I'll let you off. You're a gracious man. And I hope that we get level 4 at the end of this trip.
So, you guys, you take your watches. So first watch was Killian and Arnaud. Let me just...
Oh, Arnold.
Okay. So, settling down for the night, you all take a rest. And I suppose, you can have a short rest before if you want to spend any hit dice to heal up in the evening.
Yeah, I'll use my ability of playing music. What's it called? Here you go.
Yeah, you're going to play for everyone.
Yeah.
So what does that do for us?
Everyone heals an additional D6, is it?
If they use a hit dice.
If you use a hit dice, you heal an additional D6.
So I'll use a hit dice and heal additional D6.
Yep.
So we're getting the benefits from a short rest regardless at the moment, are we?
Yes. Yeah,
Cool.
short rest is an hour, so...
Totems and wild shape back. Yay!
Yeah, and I get my trick shots back. Amazing.
And we're down to 3 level 1 spells.
Oingo.
Oh,
Hey!
That's a bit better.
Yeah, I got 9 back. That puts me on maximum health.
Cool. So you guys are all bedded down inside. So you are under this bit at the minute. Leto is curled up in a corner at the bottom, and Killian and Arnaud are on watch. And after about an hour or so of sleep, you are roughly awoken by Killian while Arnaud stays on deck. The Shamblers, they've approached. Quick, everybody to your feet! Defend the boat.
See what we're going to do.
I missed all of that because 2 or 3 people started speaking. And now nobody's speaking.
What about our totem?
Where did you put it?
Hanging off the mast or something.
Chimney.
Chimney.
Okay. Where is it? Night attack. There we are. So, let me just drop the Shamblers onto the map, and then they will make some rolls. Oh, no, wrong button. Not technical difficulties at the moment, it's human difficulties.
Have we quickly one up to the top of the deck, I assume?
No, we'll start with you guys.
In the ship.
In the ship, yeah.
Ooh. What's a shambler?
We've already fought one of these, haven't we?
Yeah. Phineas, were you asking what's a shambler?
That's me in the cupboard going, I have no idea what's going on.
Right.
The cupboard? Cabin.
Phineas, being a creature of the woods and the wilds, would know of the legends of the swamp shamblers. So you would know.
They're those swamp shamblers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Those swamp shamblers.
So these are the guys that really don't like to stay down.
I believe we protected 3 ladies from one of these.
You did indeed. You remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, no, I was there.
I honestly, that may have sounded like I was being facetious or condescending. It's like, no, I wasn't, honest.
I understand, Chris, don't worry.
That button. There we are. So, turn order. We shall roll some initiative.
Ooh.
And where is the totem? DC 11.
Finally, Sonic's roll's okay. Ah.
Why did I put that so far away? That's why I put it so far away. It's me trying to roll initiative, and I'm scrolling from the complete left side of my 2 screen setup all the way to the right to get from the token to the initiative button. Thinking, that's very inefficient, so I move the initiative button closer, click the token, and of course it brings the Chrome window in front of the button, in front of the window with the token, the initiative button on. So, yeah, that didn't work. Right. We are in order. Wow, they're fast. Wow. Let's hope I don't roll that well when we get into combat then. However, they can... all the ones at the front, so from halfway up, are all taking saves. However, this chappie at the back, I just deleted him for the initiative track. Whoops. There. Technical difficulties. I'll blame it on that. This chappie at the back here is currently can't see it, so 20 feet speed. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to begin climbing the boat. Next is at the front, so he does need to take a save. He's failed. He, you can see. Actually, no, you can't see because you're not on top of the boat yet. Next one.
Boy, I'm imagining that totem is working really well.
Solix, it's your turn.
So what do we know so far?
Killian has run down into the deck and woken you guys up. So at this point, you are awake and you have your gear.
Yeah.
You won't have your heavy armor on though, because heavy armor takes 5-10 minutes to don. So
okay, so what does my armor class drop to as a result of that?
you'll still have your shield, but it'll be your dex bonus, so 10 plus your dex bonus plus your shield. So I think 11 maybe.
So, wow. So I dropped to 11 from 18.
Yes.
Flippin' heck.
Shield's +2 and it's a minimum of 10, isn't it? So it's at least 12.
Not a minimum of 10. There's no minimum.
Is it not?
No, you take dex modifiers into account, so if you're minus on dex,
minus.
he's -1 on dex, so he drops to 9 and then +2 for the shield.
At least you're not at disadvantage for sneaking now.
That's yeah. So Solix very sneakily will run up onto the deck to here, and can I reach down if I try and get this shambler?
So coming out from there, you'll be coming out from here.
Okay.
So by the time you've come up onto the deck, that's going to be half your movement. So I'm not sure you can get all the way. Hang on, you might be able to. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yeah, you can get to there. 15 feet of movement, and with a weapon of your choice. They're all quite large weapons. He started climbing the side of the boat, so you can swing down and have a crack.
So we're going to try and swing down. I just need to remove my ball from my mouse because it's messing around. I need to put it back in a sec. Hang on. It wasn't letting me do things. And there we are. So my lightning sword of Caspian Battleblade goodness. Solix is just going to go, oh, great. More of these jokers.
That's definitely a hit.
I'm going to spend 2 charges to gain 2d8 lightning damage.
Yep.
Because Solix wants to firmly be back in the doing the damage.
Cool. So 18 damage. Nicely done.
And as it swings down, when it expends a charge, it visibly flashes like a camera flash rather than it being anything kind of more dramatic, and it makes that really loud like crack sound.
Awesome. So they don't really squeal, but it definitely recoils from that shock. We've got a shambler on the right. Is a wisdom save. 6. He's not approaching. Another one on the left. He's fine. So 1, 2, 3, and he starts climbing up the paddle wheel. Ingo, your turn.
Okay. I will pop out here.
Yep.
I'm going to... would I have my armour on?
What armour have you got? Studded leather?
Yeah.
Yes, you'll have had time to put that on.
Okay, I'm going to... I think it's bonus action, I believe. Turn my goggles on.
Yes.
Wait, no. Doesn't the ship... Has the ship got light on it anyway?
The ship has got some gas lights on, yes. So
so I don't need to waste my charges to...
Correct.
Cool. Okay, I'll just come out and go like... 5, 10, 15, 20...
So it's taken you 15 feet of movement to get out. So you've only got 15 left.
So 15 to get there, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, 15. So 5, 10, 4. Sorry, I'm just doing maths. Why am I not using this nice tool that we have?
And the measuring stick.
Yeah. So can I get there, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. I will go there. And then, like, round in front of me, round the boat,
yep.
Where they might climb, I'm going to cast my Cloud of Daggers there.
Okay.
I just opened some random images. Yeah.
Great. So we need a little box, don't we?
Yeah, so if they're trying to come directly at me, they're going to run into daggers.
Did you want it in the space next to you there? Or did you want it...
Yeah, like that.
Yep, awesome.
Yeah.
Zelda attack.
Yeah. Sneak attack.
That's the Cloud of Daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tiny, tiny, tiny ones.
They're painful still.
Yeah.
Talk.
Right. So it's half a movement to get up on the deck.
It's 15 feet of movement to get up on the deck.
Right, so I have 10 foot left because I'm a stumpy boy. So if I'm going to run to here. Now, I'm going to be a fair player here, and I'm going to say I wouldn't have picked up my rifle because it's too much. I'm like one of them people who sleeps with a pistol under the pillow. So I've got my pistol out, and I'm going to aim my pistol at this fella here.
Yep.
And I'm going to do a rune shot.
Okay.
I'm going to do a trick shot, which is the bouncy boy.
Yep.
Trick shot, yeah, ricochet to 30 foot. Right, so I'm going to aim at him and this one here.
Okay.
So, first of all, let's have a go. Mage lock pistol. 18 to hit. Bloody hell, that's... Oh,
That's
wow.
that's a hefty.
That's a maximum roll.
That is a maximum roll. Nicely done. Minus 15. Okay. And then an attack against the next one.
Yes, so roll again. Oh,
That's solid damage there, Master
That's
Tok.
not bad. Not bad.
Anything else?
No, I've moved all as much as I can, and I've done everything else now.
Cool.
So I'm happy that I've just smashed them quite well.
This is your mage lock pistol, so I'm guessing there's a bonus action reload in there.
Yes, it would be. Yes, bonus action reload. Well remembered, sir.
No worries. Let it not be said that I don't help my players. And it helps if I know the spells that I want to remember.
Thank you.
After all, D&D is not me against you. It's a collaborative storytelling game with all of us. So I'm not out to kill you, as much as it might seem like that.
Once a session for a while now.
If there was pets here, though, it'd be after them.
No, that's not me.
That's Charlie.
Okay, next Swamp Shambler, wisdom save. He's not coming closer either. Phineas.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up to there, just get myself out. I would like to do a bear totem, my bear spirit right there, so everybody in the aura gets 8 temporary hit points
Nice.
and advantage on strength checks for the next minute and saves. So 8 temporary HP, everybody on the crew. I can only assume that it 60 foot covers the boat nicely.
60 feet or 30 feet? Is a 30-foot radius?
Yes.
Okay. 30-foot radius. Circle.
Can we just appreciate the bear icon on that totem? That is a strong icon.
I have been given so many tokens from Chris. Playing a druid's awesome. And incidentally, for the rest of my turn, for my action, I will turn into... Did that work? A wolf. And I'll just get rid of him for now.
I roll my eyes and think Sonic's going to get confused.
He hasn't. Yeah, he's looking the other way, so it's going to confuse him in a minute when I go out next to him. But that's all I can do right now.
There. Okay. Next Shambler is at the back there, and he can't see the totem. So 1, 2, 3, and he's going to begin climbing as well. Last Shambler of the round, is on the left. Owen, how did you get a 3 for initiative? I don't mean to rub it in, but wow, I didn't expect to see that. He's a pass, so he is going to approach. 1, 2, 3. Begin climbing and actually be close enough to Killian now, who once again I've forgotten to roll their initiatives. So I'm just going to stick. I'm going to stick them on the bottom of the initiative order. Killian, stick you over there, and Arno. I find myself needing even more monitors.
You'll end up looking like NASA soon, won't you, with 40, like a big wall of monitors.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got 3.
Yeah.
So, there. So, Killian, that is Killian. So, we're going to add a turn and add a turn for you. And there. So the last Swamp Shambler is going to have a go at Killian. for a 7 and miss. Who's next? Arwin, your turn.
Arwin's going to run up on deck and he's going to go up the stairs. So he's standing at the top there.
Yep.
And then he's going to mutter under his breath. This.
Well, that's a long description.
Of text.
So 17 to hit is aiming at this chap here.
Okay, and it does
11 lightning damage.
And then you can sustain that, can't you?
Yes, I can sustain. So I automatically hit him now every round for the next minute.
Cool.
That's such a cool attack.
That is.
Yep.
That description is so long that it won't actually completely appear for everybody in the chat.
Oh, sorry about that, chap.
It's all right.
Basically, what it says, to abbreviate it, it says we won D&D.
Yeah.
If anyone's wondering.
For those that missed the name of it, that was a witch bolt as well. Okay.
It's a bit OP, but I love it.
That's not
Which bolt?
This bolt.
Yeah,
Which
witch bolt, Tom.
which bolt?
I didn't fall for that. I am entertaining
That
that for
bolt.
the channel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, he's out again.
Killian, it's his turn. He is going to swing his longsword, two-handed, for a 13, and again for a 20, each doing 5 damage. Arnor is... what's he got? He's only got a rapier, so he's going to swish, 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 make a flourish, and not get off the boat because he's not silly. Okay, the Shambler in combat with Solix is going to finish climbing up onto the boat and attack you for an 18 with 5 slashing damage.
Well, that's going to hit.
I feel less bad because the 18 would have hit anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but it would have just hit.
Yeah. Who's next? Is this one up here? He's still got to take another wisdom save. He's failed, staying where he is. Next one, top right. He's passed, so he is going to approach 1, 2, 3, and begin climbing. I'll put him there, but he's not on the boat yet. He's part way up the side. Solix, your turn.
Solix will shout to everyone, I think the trick is to take them out before they get too close. It's obviously going really well for us so far. And he is going to try and lightning slice the chap in front of him.
Yep. 12's a hit. 10 damage.
And he is going to use his charges again as well for the lightning.
Okay.
So we'll throw that in because let's try and do some damage. Oh.
So it's enough to take him. Yeah, so they're okay. They're not zombies, so they don't have the extra save. That kills him. He's down. I thought they had that Constitution save that zombies get that is based upon the damage they take, but no, apparently these guys don't. So, Solix, you have movement if you so wish. However, there is a Swamp Shambler behind you, and you've got bonus actions if you've got any.
So I am going to move 10 foot in this direction so that I am next to
Killian,
providing some support there because I can protect.
Yes, you
and
can.
so it makes more sense for me to be there than anywhere else, I think.
Okay. Solix, you're done. Swamp Shambler on the right is going to be another wisdom save. An 18. He is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is down at the bottom. He is not climbed yet. He's just got to the bottom of the boat. The next one is the one that's climbed up onto the paddle wheel on the left-hand side, and that is Do you guys see the little yellow squares that appear around them, or is it just me? No, it's just me.
No, we don't see them.
If you hover over the turn order, it pops up.
Yeah, but it's individual, isn't it? So the chat won't see them. So I'll just make sure I describe which one it is that's acting. So this chappy here is going to swing for Solix for 12 for 8 slashing damage.
Oh man! Goodbye, those temporary hit points.
Waste you had them.
That's true.
And Ingo, your turn.
I'm quite upset that he didn't be stupid and run into this. I'm just gonna take my pistol out and shoot down at this guy.
Yeah, because you're not in melee because he is at the bottom of the boat, so that's fine.
Yeah.
11's a hit.
Hey!
7 damage.
Standing next to Talk, I can work out how to actually shoot this thing.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, he says point that end at him next time.
And then, as bonus action, I'll give Talk some inspiration.
You've just convinced me what I need to do in the next round.
Okay. Talk, it's your turn.
Right, so I'm gonna. Can I, being of goblin height, not had this problem in real life because I'm 6'5" in real life, but can I actually see over the edge?
You can see over it, yes, but not really down. So you
Can't shoot it though.
I mean, you're small and nimble, and the gunnel is quite chunky, so you could stand or lean over and shoot him.
Right.
But it's not something that you can see from your position at the moment.
Right. What I'm going to do then, I can see him though, can't I?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another rune shot because they recharge after a short rest, which is absolutely OP. This time I'm going to use one I haven't used. It's called Brutal. So that's Brutal. So you employ a rune shot to strike with greater force and savagery. When you use this rune shot and hit a creature with an attack, target takes an extra 2d6. And the attack scores a critical on a 19 or a 20. So with my Mage Rock pistol, which I reloaded as a bonus action.
That's the inspiration you got, by the way, so you can use it to hit, to damage, or...
I'm inspired by your amazing shooting, that's what it is.
Yep.
You're a proud teacher right now.
I did click it. I don't want to click it again, just in case it's rolled. Oh, you know, come on. Might roll twice. 23 for 7 plus...
Oh, man, that was an 18.
Yeah, ignore that second roll because it was delayed. So it was a total of 13 damage
13 damage.
on Swampy Boy here. And then bonus action reload.
Okay.
Boom.
Fantastic. Yes, it's that Swampy's turn. Wisdom save. It's passed. Owen, you know what time it is, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take 4d... Wait, how much is it? I can't remember. 4d4?
It's been that long since he clicked it, he can't remember.
I know, right. Fire daggers for 4d4. I've clicked all the wrong things.
Tell us what happens. What does it look like when this swamp shambler walks into that?
Well, it walks into 8 points of spinning, lots of daggers, violently spinning and like a blender.
We have a smoothie, everybody.
Hitting it.
Swamp shambler smoothie.
Indeed.
It's a superfood of it.
That's going to be one of the nerdy specials next week when we reopen.
Oh,
Ingo
please.
stumps that
It's got to be
shambler.
like some sickly, dirty green, but taste absolutely divine. James,
Yeah, like-
make it happen.
I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down now.
Is it Ingo Swamp Shambler Slurry? That's very
You see, it's these things that Tom loves that then I have to veto. Just saying.
Or
Yeah,
make.
true.
I can imagine it being like a kale, kiwi, and apple smoothie.
With
Get out.
spinach.
Nah, mint. It's mint.
Mint.
Yeah.
Okay, the wolf. The wolf. Phineas. Did anybody else lose audio from Phineas there?
Yeah.
It was.
I
But
heard
it was
at the end.
yeah.
was just making wolf noises. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you. It must have just gone. Your mic must have just gone. He's not talking. I'll just quiet him.
Oh, it doesn't pick up my random noises. I'm glad I know this now. I'll have to say them louder. Yeah, so I did that. I did a bite. Did it hit?
Okay, for a 14 does hit. You've got pack tactics, haven't you?
I used it, yeah.
Yeah. 6 piercing damage. Okay.
Solix looks over and goes, "Greetings, wolf friend. It is nice of you to come from the woods to join us in our fight against these evil shamblers. However, this is not your fight. I implore you return."
Second time in this campaign, wolf facepalm.
Okay, and that's don't forget also, James. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 11 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Correct. Get off this boat.
So let's have a look at the DC 11 Strength save.
Ah.
Aww. He rocks back ever so slightly, but the claws, the talons in his feet grab hold of the paddle wheel, and he doesn't fall off.
A little part of me is really looking forward to when we're playing in person and we can't see what Chris is rolling, so he just fudges it so cool stuff happens more.
I've only ever fudged a dice roll once.
Then I take it back. It'll be rubbish.
And I was doing a Dungeons and Distancing session, and we were like halfway through the session, and it was the dice roll that was about to total party kill. And I thought, for the sake of enjoyment, because it was just a one shot, and it's like, for the sake of enjoyment, let's fudge this one and let them keep playing, shall we? Okay, it's the Swamp Shambler at the back. He's climbed up and is going to engage Arwen. For a 7, Arwen. No. Swamp Shambler on the left is going to attack your mate Killian, Tom.
I am going to protect him.
So
He attacks at disadvantage.
He does indeed. That's a good job too.
Hey.
For a disadvantage of 6. Fantastic. Arwen, your turn.
So the target that I was using my witch bolt on, it appears to be dead.
Yes, it does.
And the spell doesn't say anything about moving it onto somebody else, so I assume I can't. I presume the spell ends, I presume.
Yeah.
It just says out of range or full cover.
I mean, at this point in time, it's got full cover because it's down in the water. So, yes.
Right, okay.
Arguably, you could say that even if it was unconscious, it wouldn't necessarily end because, on the flip side of things, if it was a creature against a PC who's got like hit points when they're unconscious, etc., you could potentially keep pumping damage in and causing the damage even while something is unconscious. However, with it being down on the bottom of the river, yes, it's got total cover and is out of your line of sight.
So I'll spin on my heels and snatch out my daggers. And I get sneak as well because I have compadres. Close by, do I?
Don't have compadres, sorry, I just haven't moved them off the map. So Squint is below decks, resting. And Leto, the cabin boy, that's his position, but on the lower deck. Okay, so we've got
5 plus 2, 7.
5 plus 3. Why is it? Oh, because that's the +1 dagger, yeah. So 5 plus 3, 8.
There you go.
Minus 8. Anything else? That's both your attacks, isn't it? Okay, Killian's going to make a couple of longsword attacks. Two-handed again.
Ooh. Hey.
The 8 misses, but that is 12 damage to that one. Okie doke. it is Arnor's turn. He's got one above him and one to the side, so he's going to, having flourished his rapier for the entirety of the last round, he's going to stabby at the one north of him, doing 9 points of damage. Shambler, he's gone. So this Shambler, the last Shambler that needs to take his wisdom save, fails. He's just standing there. Standing back.
Just watching.
Just watching.
He's obviously the supervisor.
So, the Swamp Shambler at the top against Arnor misses with a 4. Solix, your turn.
So Solix is going for the chap next to the wolf.
Okay.
And likewise will be using once again his Caspian Battleblade.
10 is a miss.
And he will not bother spending any charges on this occasion. There we go. And that's pretty much all he can do.
I will double check whether you need to choose to use charges before the attack roll or not. It might be a before you attack thing. I'm not going to spend time looking for it now, but yeah,
cool.
I'll check that for next session. Okay. Swamp Shambler in combat with Tok is going to...
He's not in combat with me yet, is he? He's got to climb up.
The Swamp Shambler in front of Tok is going to climb up.
Thank you.
And swing for a 22
That is.
for 2 damage.
Yeah, that'll tickle.
The one in combat with the wolf is going to attack the wolf. Tom, you have your reaction back should you choose to use it now.
I would like to protect.
Okay. For a 12.
No.
What is
13
it? It's 13, nice.
This wolf has more AC than Solix without armor on.
I mean, a wolf is slightly more agile than a trollkin.
That's true. That's true.
Ingo, your turn.
Right, I'm technically in combat. I could be in combat with this one, right?
You are now engaged with that one now that it's climbed over the side of the ship, yes.
Right, I'm going to try... I just want to do something cool. I'm going to try and grab it and put its head into this... some daggers.
Okay, you are going to grapple it and attempt to move it with a grapple. Okay.
Yep, I'm going to roll this... I'm
You-
not made to do this, but I think
fine.
it's a cool idea.
I think
You
it's a cool
need-
idea.
You need to make a melee attack using your strength. You are proficient in this, though, so what's your strength bonus?
0.
And
So-
you get an advantage because
Yeah.
of the totem.
So I thought grapple was a straight athletics checks versus someone's dexterity result.
You have to hit first to engage the grapple, and then the result of the grapple, like trying to move somebody. Well, I mean, I'm quite happy to be proven wrong, but as far as I'm aware, because there are certain effects that cause a grapple, but I think
Right.
to initiate a grapple, you have to hit in the first place. And then to get the effect, so it's like a hit and a damage roll, but the damage roll is the effect, which is the contested athletics. So, we need, it's going to be D20 plus 2, because it's an attack roll based on your strength, but you are proficient in it.
If I've ever wanted the god of dice rolling to come, now it's here.
Someone clip that moment.
That's happening.
But interestingly, I've got no idea how to actually clip things on Twitch, but when I was on my Twitch profile earlier, I found that I've created 2 clips that I've got no idea when I created them or how. It's like, okay. So, yes, and you now have an advantage on this strength. However, so athletics is... or grapple is your athletics versus either their athletics or their acrobatics to avoid it. So
So it has to be my athletics.
has
does
to be
it?
your athletics, but you do have advantage on this because athletics is strength-based and the bear totem is right behind you.
Okay, so just click athletics, yeah?
Yep, just click athletics.
I've just clipped it, but I got timed out.
Sorry.
What?
It's because I posted a link,
Ah, yes.
but I'll put it in the chat in here in Discord.
That's cool.
Thank you. That's really funny.
Your 9 is successful, and you drag him into the daggers.
Yeah. Take this. Ah,
Doing-
good damage as well.
That's decent, doing 10 damage. Fantastic.
I'm glad that went so well.
I love it. Tok, your turn.
Right. Now I can move away from him now because he's dead.
He's not.
He's
Sorry,
not.
He's not. No.
But he's grappled, so will he get an attack of opportunity with disadvantage against me?
Ooh.
No.
Grappled. Conditions grappled. So, speed becomes 0 and can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. Ends if the grappler is incapacitated, and the condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or the grappling effect, such as when it's hurled away by the Thunderwave spell. No, I believe you're thinking of the restrained condition rather than grappled.
Right, so I am going to move away. To here.
Okay, so he shall attempt an attack of opportunity, scoring
No.
a 5.
Now knowing these two are pretty taken care of, as is this one, I'm going to actually move up to air and shoot this lovely creature.
Okay.
I've got no trick shots left. What spell?
I was going to say, don't forget you can exchange spell slots for
Yeah,
rune shots.
I'll be right. I was going to shoot him with a
Okay.
maglock. Oh dear.
So,
Bardic Inspiration.
Yep.
yep,
13 to hit.
that hits for 6 damage.
Yay.
Okay. That's the dead shambler, so that's gone. Phineas. Phineas is the wolf.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bite this guy again. This fellow. And nom 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 nom.
6 piercing damage. Oh, at least you're consistent.
Yes.
And another strength saving throw.
Oh.
DC 11.
Oh.
He is okay. Whoops, just
Yes.
shifted the boat slightly. It is the one. Is that you done? Sorry.
Yeah, that's. I mean, in wolf form, that's about it.
Shambler in combat with Arwen then. Let's go for a 6. Nope. The one in combat with Arnor is going to have a swing at him. You've unfortunately used your reaction, Tom, so you can't save
That's
it
okay.
for this one. So he takes 5 damage.
He's got 10 HP as well, right? He should do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he would. Let me just stick it in there. It was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to stick it like that if he needs it. Arwen, your turn.
17 to hit with the first one.
That does indeed hit.
23 to hit with the second one.
Oof, Arwen.
Okay.
He's just I'm another lecture.
So
Have a bit of
we're
Clarence.
doing 7,
What did you just say?
9 damage.
Have a bit of Clarence. Go on. 3 samples.
Killian. Let's have some longsword swings from Killian. 15 damage.
Nice. Dispatched.
Indeed. So now you're seeing Killian in action. He is a pretty decent fighter in of himself, to be fair. He would have struggled to take on all 8 of these on his own, but he can certainly hold his own. Arnor is going to make his attacks for 10 damage in total. And observing Arnor, he's a little bit less capable. It's still a capable fighter, but Killian would quite easily trump Arnor in a fight. But they're capable deckhands and pretty good at what they do. Lastly, then, or not lastly, back at the beginning of the round. I swear I haven't had anything to drink yet, but I'm slurring my words already. The one up here is going to take his wisdom save and finally pass 1, 2, 3, and climb. So he is now. He can attack. Yeah, I'm not going to let him attack Tok from there because of the climb and the distance of the reach. But anybody can move up to him and attack him. He's in a position to be beaten. He's gone. Solix, your turn.
Good. So Solix once again will do his level best. I shouldn't have been rolling on advantage. These aren't strength checks, are they, or are they?
No, they're not. They're just attacks.
No, just strength-based attacks. Then we're gonna go with that. That's. Oh, do you know what? Let's just call it off, shall we? They've had enough, haven't they? Should we all just go back down? There's not that many of them.
Okay. Next up is the one fighting Ingo. At what point do they take the damage from?
If they start their turn in it.
Right. That's nasty. So if you can drag them in there, they'll take it when they enter it, and then they'll take it when they start the turn in it. That's horrible. Yep. That's 11 damage.
Healing Spirit has the same rules, so you can heal someone, leave it on them, and then it's their turn, and they heal again.
So you move it into contact with them, and then on their turn they take it again. Yeah, it's the same with what is it? Flaming Sphere as well. You can bounce that around, and if you start in contact with it, you take the damage. That Shambler's gone. It is the one in combat with Z-Wolf.
Z-Wolf. Z-Wolf.
Z-Wolf, who appears to be doing more damage than Solix, even though Solix is the more threatening target. So I imagine we're at disadvantage again, Master Solix.
Yeah, it's about the only thing I'm any good at the moment is being a little bit imposing.
15, I think, still hits.
Mm.
Doing 2 damage.
Not some of that temporary HP.
Not even that imposing anymore, apparently.
You don't have temporary HP as a wolf, do you?
Yeah, because I had it before I turned into a wolf.
But then it would be on Phineas, not on the wolf.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
it doesn't carry over. Okay.
No, I don't think it would. Because in the same way that your wild shape's health is like ablative health to you, if it was your health but in wolf form, then yes, it would carry over. But I think because you replaced the profile.
That is fair.
Ingo.
So I've happily blended a couple of swamp shamblers. I'm going to go 10, 15. Get up here and shoot this fella.
Okay.
I've forgotten how to do that. One sec. I don't know why it's advantage, but yeah.
It's alright. Well, even if you roll accidentally, we'll just take the first result. So 19 for 3 damage. -3. Okay. Tok.
Am I in melee with him, or has he not climbed up there yet? Is he not?
I didn't give him an attack, but yes, you are in melee with him.
You know what? Tok's feeling quite arrogant, so he's going to take a step back.
Okay. A 12?
I don't think that hits.
I don't know where I rolled with the. Oh, I still had disadvantage toggled.
No,
but still going with the first attack, 12, so misses.
So I'm going to use a spell slot
Ooh.
to get a take back.
To get a what, sorry?
Rune shot.
A rune
back.
shot. How many did you get back again?
1 per spell slot. Hold on.
I happen.
You can convert available spell slots to additional uses of rune. You gain 1 additional use of your rune shot feature for each level of the spell slot you extend in this way.
Cool.
So I will take that one. I'll take a level 1 to get 1 back. And then I will use... Which one shall I go for? I'll go for Brutal again.
Okay.
So the one that makes it a 19 or a 20 for a crit. And adds 2d6.
2d6 extra damage.
I'm looking quite healthy. Oh dear me.
Oh dear. It unfortunately misses.
Right. I will just sit here and lament my woes.
Phineas T. Wolf, then.
It is my full name. Actually, it's finished Williger Wolf. I'm just gonna bite him. I like playing a druid, but sometimes.
Yep. Our damage is increasing.
Yeah,
At this
little
rate,
bit, little by little.
little by little.
To be fair, that's nearly max. It's only like 10 damage maximum. So
2d4.
yeah,
That's
plus 2.
cool. So it's the Swamp Shambler in combat with Arwen. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's 11 damage,
Oh.
Arwen.
Did the Swamp Shambler before need to take a DC check?
Yes, he got hit by the wolf.
From the
didn't he?
bite, yeah.
Oh, thanks,
He's
Aaron.
off! Sploosh! Down into the water. I know they normally just get knocked down, but he's stood on a paddle wheel, so.
That's a very
Blooch.
pleased for himself looking wolf.
A grin that only a wild-shaped wolf could pull off. This.
Solix glances down and says, "Oh, you are hideous."
I bite him.
Arwen, it's your turn.
We'll stick with the tried and true method. Stab with clients.
That'll do nicely. That's right. I've got to decipher this damage now. Haven't I?
That's a crit.
5, 8 damage. Yes, 8 damage. It's frustrating the way that ports it out,
It's a crit. It's a crit.
Yeah,
but you don't get sneak.
but you still get the crit. Don't you?
Yes,
Five
so
and
the
a
piercing
3.
damage is 5 and piercing critical is 3.
Ah, okay.
Well,
So
someone come and stand next to me, please. It's getting really frustrating.
this, are you going to attack with the other one?
Well, yeah, if it's still
It's still
hanging
standing.
around. There you go.
So that's a.
Well, is it 3 damage or is it?
I'm trying to figure this out. One damage. It's adding a weird string of numbers together for this. It's rolling a d4 plus 2, so it's going 1 plus 2 equals 3 plus 0. I don't know why there's a plus 0 in that final calculation, but
It's just the normal dagger.
yeah, I don't know. This is
Common weapon.
beyond 20, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Killian is finished there. He is not going to step into another fight. He'll defend himself, but he's happy for the party. Same with Arnor, so they are going to both back away to the middle of the boat. Swamp Shambler at the top then. Ironically, could now just engage both of them. Is going to step into combat with Ingo and have a swing with his claws for a 14. Ingo
Yeah, that hits me.
doing 3 damage.
Oh, at least 3 of my temporary.
Solix.
Now is my time. Watch this, wolf boy. And then he's gonna run at this new one over here,
Yep.
giving up on the one that he's constantly missed for 3 rounds. And we're gonna go. Hey!
17 hits.
With the. Hang on.
Are you spending 2 charges? Yeah.
Yeah. I should have said beforehand, but rubbish.
Minus 12. Okay.
It's more like it.
And it's the one that you've just run away from. It's going to stand up for half its move, or for 15 feet of movement, leaving it only 5 feet remaining because they're only speed 20. So it's going to climb back up the paddle wheel, but not be
In range.
Yeah. So it's going to spend it. It's clinging on to the paddle wheel, but it's not quite made it over the top yet. And we'll go with Ingo.
Let's give everyone's favourite rapier, a slash.
Well, it hits.
Huzzah!
Ah!
Huzzah! It hits.
For one.
Anything else?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'll. Which one who do I want to do it to? Who's going to go first? You know what? Nah. Carry on.
Okay, Tok.
Right. I will step to the side here, and I will shoot.
Shoot who?
This. Oh no. I was there. Let's have a look. He's. I'll run to the side here. Can I see him?
Yes.
I won't run to there though. I'll run to there. Sorry.
Yep.
And I'll shoot him. Give me a second. Can I do? And I will do a wild shot.
Okay.
Adds a random damage to the shot when it hits. I need to roll a d8. I will get there.
Okay. Is it a spell slot to do it? Is it?
No.
No. It's just.
This is why I copied out of the book.
Yep. Cool. When you make a range
no.
the fire.
The level of the spell slots that you use. So I'll use a second level spell slot.
Okay.
I'm hoping we'll get a long rest after this. I'm hoping. Pistol. Ooh.
That's a hit. So we got 7 plus an extra d8. That's.
It'll be 2d8 because it's a second level.
Ah.
So it would be 2d8 of lightning damage.
Okay.
So it'll be another 8 lightning damage.
Nicely done.
I like it.
15.
Good.
It's down. Phineas Terwilligo Wolf, your shambler, has mysteriously been shot by lightning and has dropped.
I am totally okay with that. The wolf is going to go here. Because I don't want to kill it. Because Arwen's wanted someone there. He is literally going to sit. He said, "Can someone come here?" So the wolf is now sitting expectingly, just sort of looking at Arwen. And I guess I would like to just help him as my action, if I may, to give him advantage just by being next to him. I'm looking menacing and wolfy.
Okay.
And that's what I'll do with my turn. I'll do it for Arwen. That's what they say.
It is that shambler's turn, so it's going to swing for Arwen first. For a 22 and 4 damage. And it's now Arwen's go. So you have advantage on this due to the help and therefore sneak attack. 7, 14 is more than enough. And
Extra
it's
dead.
Down. It's extra dead.
Click again just in case you crit.
Which he did. Which he did. So the second attack would do a total of 23. So interestingly, Mark, you've struggled for that long to bring it down, and as soon as the wolf turns up, you insta-kill it and take it to minus 33 HP.
I'm going to pat the wolf on the head and stroke his ears.
It sort of gives you a sort of it takes the strokes, but you get a nod of "you're welcome."
Killian is out of the way. Arnor, however, is in the fight, so he will make a stab with the rapier. 7 damage. It's still standing. I didn't want to kill it, but I felt. Oh no, sorry, that 4 missed. Never mind. I should probably pay attention to the actual attack rolls, shouldn't I? Okay, lastly, it's that shambler's turn. Who's done damage to it? I'm going to randomise between... Oh, no, let's go with against Solix. Because Solix has come barrelling in. And did a reasonable amount of damage last time, didn't he? So...
12.
22 for 7 damage, Solix.
Oof.
This is the death knell of a of a swamp shambler. Because I don't think it's going to survive the return hit. It's all you, Solix.
It's chucking dice, Chris. There's no way of knowing. I'd like to say it's as easy as that. Oh, ouch! Solix will say as he's been hit by this thing, and then he'll say something heroic. Good night, sweetheart.
That'll do. That'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Okay, and with that, the last swamp shambler is cleaved in two, and we are going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back at 10 o'clock. Thank you all very much for being with us so far. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves, and hopefully you'll enjoy the second half. We shall see you shortly.
In a bit.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. Everybody is rested and watered, and we shall crack on.
Yeah!
So,
Magic.
having finished the combat, our players, or our characters, settle down for the rest of their rest, hopefully. Wahahaha.
He says.
Where's my mouse gone?
Solix feels like he needs a rest after that. Holy moly.
You're going to sleep with your armour on from now on, Solix?
Yeah, well, it's our watch now. So,
Yeah.
so I'll be donning my armour if I've got time.
Yeah, you definitely got time to don your armour.
I mean, if you want to have a nap, I don't mind doing watch on my own.
I'll come out in my armour, and then you just give me a nudge if I drop off.
That's fine then. I'll give you a poke.
Cool. So it's quiet, the eerily quiet at times throughout the night. You do hear some strange noises that you can't attribute to animals that you know. Strange howl off in the distance as well. But other than that, the rest of the watches do pass uneventfully, and you will all gain the benefit of a long rest.
Yeah!
With again, because I am inept and I forget things, remind me with the healing on a long rest.
Everything. Back to full.
On long rest, all your hit points go back to full, and you will regain. Would it be 1 or 2 hit dice at this level? Just
One.
You regain 1 hit dice.
Great.
Hit die. Sorry, hit die.
Hit
And
die, and all my spells come back as well.
All your spells, all your abilities. There is no character ability that doesn't recharge on the worst a long rest. There are some magic items that gain charges on a dawn or at darkness and things like that, but as far as characters go, everything recharges on a long rest.
I feel much better.
Okay. Morning comes about and Squint is well rested. Was there trouble in the night, was there, lads?
No,
No, we all have a token to care of.
wasn't trouble.
Just see to it that my boat doesn't get any doesn't see any damage, and everything will be alright. So, your Fagin does come back and report that there are a couple of towers either side of the bayou up ahead. They appear to be some form of fortification, ages old, mostly overgrown, slightly crumbling, but there appear to be something between them as well, strung between them across the river. And as you continue up the bayou, here you are, Tom. This is just for
It's
you.
my favourite bit. Everyone, it's my favourite bit. It's us moving on a boat, all together on a boat. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
feel
dun.
we need the Thomas the Tank Engine theme or something.
It needs a music. We need sailing music.
Okay, and you appear. I'm just gonna. Oh my! So
I like it when we don't properly turn and we just sort of Tokyo drift as well. That's my favourite sort of bit, like sort of speed boating around the bayou.
I remember watching this animation. I can't have been more than. Well, it must have been like over 10 years ago. Some fan animation that there was on a website, and it looked great. I think it was a Warhammer 40k flyer flying through the atmosphere, and it looked fantastic. But there was just something that didn't quite sit right. And upon watching it back, you noticed that it didn't drive properly. It didn't fly and turn and bank. It just sort of, as you say, side-slipped. And it was this weird disconnect that just didn't quite seem right. Now, annoyingly, my dynamic lighting on my DM screen has gone to poo-poo. However, at least the dynamic lighting on the player view looks good.
Yeah, we can just about see these dead shamblers over here.
Let me shift them away.
I always wondered where they went when they died.
They floated up the bayou.
So, if you want me to accurately track your experience, I'll leave them on the map so that I know how many you've killed. If you don't want me to track your experience, I'll delete them now and you just pretend like it never happened.
Yeah, you just enough that. I don't know what we're talking about, Chris.
So, you mean you don't? I don't know what you're talking about. Weird random voice in the sky.
Yeah.
I thought only I could hear him. Okay.
Okay, you are approaching. Where is my description? Oh, that's the log. You continue to steam up the bayou. Over the last league or so, the mists have cleared. The trees have thinned and the sun has come out. Under other circumstances, this could even be a pleasant trip. Even Squint seems to be in a good mood. A rarity indeed. As you round a bend, 2 squat stone towers come into view, about 100 yards ahead. They are set on either side of the waterway, and an iron gate stretches across between them.
Solix, upon seeing them, reaches for his axe again and goes, "I've done a lot of chopping today."
Okay. So you can see these are 2 20-foot tall towers. They look old. They're definitely crumbling away, but they're still pretty solid. And
I'm going to see if I can get up the boat and onto the bank. See if I can open the gates.
okay. So yeah, Squint will take the boat to one side if you want him to. Whoops.
Yep.
And allow you guys. Oh, come on. We'll go the other side. And drop a ramp down to allow you to dismount, and asks if you would all see about sorting out the gate. Where are we? Okay, so you are approaching the West Tower. I'm going to have to remember this because they're north and south in my book, so if I get them confused. You're approaching the North Tower. Things are a bit scribbly. And what can you see? You can just see the roof at the moment, can't you?
Yeah.
So.
Solix is going to just shout back to Squint. You've been up this way before. Is there a mechanism in this tower?
I believe there's been a misunderstanding. I've never been up this way before. You provided the directions.
Yes, of course. So when you said sort the gate, you meant go and investigate how to open the gate because it appears that there is a gate.
Yeah, I can see the gate and it's blocking our path. So yeah.
You just did. I apologise. You just didn't sound enormously surprised.
Well, so far on this trip, we found a felled tree, swamp shamblers, and a swampy village. To be fair, I don't think I'm going to be surprised at anything we encounter along here, because I don't know.
Fair point. I'll go and let them know we've got an appointment.
Is there a doorway into the tower?
There is a doorway into the tower. Let me just move. If I move the roof off. There we go. So you can see the doorway on your side now. As you get to the doorway, a few fragments of wood and iron are the only signs that this tower even had a doorway. Had a door, but there is a doorway. As you step inside, you are nearly overcome by a terrible smell. A few inches of smelly, slippery guano cover the floor. A strange spherical object hangs from the centre of the ceiling, and rusty iron rungs set into the back wall lead to the upper level.
I'm going to scratch my back, draw an arrow, and shoot the spherical thing in the middle. Instinct. Something tells me this is not good.
Okay. So make an attack roll. It's a hit. And do you get sneak attack? Nah. I think at this point it's irrelevant. But can you roll initiative, please?
All of us.
Yes, all of you.
Yay!
Man.
Just one big combat tonight, huh?
Well, I mean, it's not my fault you guys jumped into that, or somebody jumped into that.
No, we didn't jump into it. One of us jumped in.
I did say
Look at where we are on the map.
Well, you said guano, I thought bat. Then you said thing, and I thought vampire, and then I thought no chance, not happening. So it was just a whole set of, images in my head that came together and panicked.
There was a lot of nope. There was a lot of nope going on there. It was nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, that's it. There were lots of no's.
Okay. We have an initiative order. We need. Is it loaded up? Oh, come on. Why is it not loading? The PDF isn't loading. Okay. So we have no health. Why has there got no health?
We works for us.
Huh?
We win.
Shush. There we are. Top overlapping. Apparently, I failed to set this token up properly.
Okay.
Save. There we go. It's got health. And let me just set the token up. Yay! I never set the token up for the Razorbat, apparently. Oh no! I just gave the game away. Okay, so as you shoot this this sack, it severs the connection between it and the ceiling, and it drops. But this swarm of bats doesn't appear from there; it appears from somewhere else in the tower and flies at you with an initiative. Yeah, it gets to go first.
No,
Arwen's 22. However, Arwen has just acted.
That was a bit harsh. I feel, but
Well, you didn't even know. You didn't even know it was there.
harsh but fair.
At least you get your reaction this way around. Wait. Oh, the PDF's finally loaded and just covered my screen completely. Let me just go and double check how big this thing should be.
Where's Tinnitus Boy? I need Tinnitus Boy.
I'm here. I'm quite low down the order. It's
I
fine.
can cast Tinnitus too.
Pardon?
I can cast Tinnitus too.
No.
Okay, it is a small swarm, so it flies into your space, Mark.
Kinky. Don't know what to do about that.
This this could hurt.
Oh
Oh my god.
Oh,
They've
thank God.
missed. They have missed. But yeah, that could have hurt a lot.
26 damage.
Yeah, that would have been a huge uh-oh.
So, Solix, your turn.
Sorry, what have you done? Quite crossly.
Can I, you said I had a reaction. Can I scream like a girl gobber? Or a male gobber? Just a pride and gobber, basically. I'll just scream.
So, there is a swarm of Razorbats flying around Arwen. They are in Arwen's space as a swarm. They can occupy his space. But they can be attacked from all around as well.
That's great. Shoot into my space, everybody.
So Solix is gonna run up, and we're gonna see. We're gonna hope that the lightning is not gonna hurt you, Arwen. Let's see what happens. So he's gonna swing down and sort of just try and back. It's a 5 foot square, and it's all abstract. So he's
Yes.
jumping around in the square.
I mean,
trying to-
Arwen's not even 5 foot tall, let alone 5 foot wide.
Yeah, that's true. So
15 is a hit.
and we're charging.
Nice. So that's lightning damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we go 15 damage.
Do I take any of that?
No. So Solix easily swings above your head. He's twice the size of you anyway, cleaving through the bats, most of them avoiding the blow, but catching a couple of them in the process. But the lightning arcs off of it, jumping from bat to bat to bat, and a fair few of them, 15 of them, drop to the floor. There are many more. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just put... Can you see the Razorbats there? Yeah. I'll just put them to the side so you can actually see the token.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big swarm of Razorbats.
Tok, your turn.
Right. Now, physics question. Can I actually shoot a swarm?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Because I've got nothing else to do. So I will... Where are we?
I mean, knowing swarms of things, you're unlikely to be able to do a lot of damage, but you might be able to take out one or two with a lucky shot through it.
Right. And we said last week I couldn't do a rune shot and wild shot combined.
Did we say that?
Well, I don't know. Because one's a spell. It's adding a spell to a trick shot, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't... I can't remember what we said. Because unfortunately, I've played another Iron Kingdoms board game in the meantime, so some of the rules are...
That's fine.
Mixing.
We'll play it as if we don't. That's fine.
Where is Wild Shot? I don't see why it wouldn't, because it just says when you make a ranged attack with a firearm, which you are doing, you can expend a gun mage spell slot. It doesn't say it costs any actions. It doesn't say it costs any rune shots or takes the place of a rune shot. So in the absence of anything saying you can't, let's go with permissive and say, yeah, why not?
Winner. This is what I like. This is why you're a good DM. Weird and wonderful things. Now, that's not... No, okay. Big win. So I'm going to pull out my rifle because I would have had it prepared.
Yep.
And I'm not shocked because Solix is naked in front of me. I will use accuracy and a wild shot. So I'll get the wild shot up. Accuracy basically gives me advantage on the roll.
Yep.
So there's the accuracy as well. So with my rifle, with advantage, be good. Oh.
Hello.
18 is a hit, doing 16 piercing damage.
Yeah, piercing damage. And then we get some poison damage on top.
Okay.
Nice.
There's 1d8 because I'm only doing it at level 1. So 4 poison damage on top. So 20 damage.
So the shot flies through, unerringly accurate.
That's normal.
And takes a few bats out in the process. Tok has lined this shot up perfectly. And one of them explodes in a fountain of goo that coats 4 more as it goes through. And there are now, not that you're counting exactly, 27 bats lying on the floor.
27 bats lying on the floor. 27 bats.
Who's next? Tok, is that you done?
That is me done. No.
Ingo.
Alright, it's as simple as telling these bats that they're a bunch of stupid idiots for attacking us.
Okay.
I love that you've got bunch of stupid in your vicious mockery text now.
Yeah, my weapon, my rapier is actually called Huzzah as well.
Yeah.
That's a wisdom save. Ooh!
Crit.
Crit on that.
Wise bat.
They have keen hearing, so they are listening very intently to your bunch of stupid and completely ignoring it.
Okay, I called them some stupid bats. Right, and then I'm gonna give a bit of good old fashioned inspiration.
Was that Phineas? Did you say?
Solix.
Solix. Sorry.
Thank you.
It got cut off in the middle. Phineas.
Phineas is pretty upset that all these animals are dying, even though they are attacking us. But I will spend my entire turn going, okay, guys, you're very angry. Some bad things happen. I'm telling you now, you should run away. 27 of you are all dead. I have counted every single one. And the rest of you are gonna go the same way. Please leave so we don't have to kill you. And that's exactly what Phineas would do.
Okay.
Did it do anything?
No.
Well, shut.
Arwen, your turn.
So Arwen, seeing that he needs to be heroic, will slash wildly at the air with his eyes closed. Miss.
That is a miss.
Awesome. But he does have another dagger that he's slashing the air with as well.
That is also a miss.
So it's unsurprising because his eyes are closed and he's just flailing, trying to keep these things off him.
Okay. The swarm is going to move on, and this time it is going to attack Solix. Because I feel harsh attacking the same person over and over again with this attack. Although, you have to bear with me a second because I've closed the PDF again, I think. Yeah, I have. But the thing says, the swarm uses Sonic Shriek if it can and then makes a melee attack. Sonic Shriek isn't on my character sheet. I appear to have failed to copy it. So, let me just figure out exactly what Sonic Shriek does, and then attack you with it, because why not?
It sounds like it probably just gives me a nice cuddle, and then doesn't hurt me.
It heals him, and he also gains the hit points from now on.
Yeah.
Ah. Why are these PDFs taking so long to load?
It reverses how damage works for me. That's what Sonic Shriek does.
Ah, alright.
Whenever I take a hit, I heal.
Well, I'm going to make the attack while we're waiting for the thingy. So, a 20 to hit, doing 24 damage.
You can use my Bardic Inspiration to add to your AC.
I'm gonna definitely try that, because Solix isn't even doing his voice anymore, because that hurt a lot.
Was that a nat 20?
No, it wasn't. It was just 20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
So that puts my AC to 22, thus avoiding the attack.
You manage just in the nick of time to get your shield up as these bats come flying, battering down into it, trying to bite you. This PDF still isn't loading, so let's just carry on, and when the PDF does load...
I don't know who rolled these bats up, but I wish they'd think more carefully in future.
Yeah, I don't know who generated this bat swarm. So, Sonic Shriek emits a piercing shriek. Creatures within 10 feet of the swarm must succeed on a DC 14 con save or be stunned until the start of the swarm's next turn. In addition, a non-magical object made of crystal, glass, ceramic or porcelain shatters if it's within 10 feet of the swarm, weighs less than 1 pound and isn't being worn or carried. Okay. Sonic Shriek then. May I have some con saves from anyone within 10 feet? So that's Arwen, Solix, and Phineas. What did I say? What did I say? DC 14. Arwen, 17. Phineas, nice. And that is recharge 6. So I roll that now, don't I? The end of every turn.
Beginning of your turn or whenever, but yeah.
So, D6. No. Okay. A ear-piercing piercing shriek erupts from this swarm of bats. And however, all of you manage to cover your ears just in time. And we continue on. Solix, your turn.
Solix is going to have his Thundercats moment now that everyone's over him. No, not Thundercats, He-Man. Both. It's both. It's the same bit, innit? Where he's basically going to take his lightning sword and, like, from under his shield, he's going to just jam it into the sky in, like, I have the power kind of a way.
23 does hit. Doing 8 damage initially, so 4.
Plus a whopping 3 more, Chris. That was worth that charge.
How many charges you got left?
I've got 5 more.
Cool.
Because it cost me 2 every time, and I started with a 20. And I've got another battery for it. I've got another 3 batteries for it.
Tom, how do you have 5 left if it costs you 2 and you started with 20?
What? No, I started with 20. So it cost me 2.
Yep.
I started with 20.
So you should have an even number left.
He's got 10 left.
I've got 10 left.
10 left.
I've got 5 uses left.
5
Yeah,
uses. Right.
Yeah, sorry. 5 charges left.
5 uses, 10 charges. That's right. Makes
Right,
sense.
I see.
Now.
Yeah.
Quick man.
Anything else, Solix? Is that you done?
Don't think there's much else I can do. I assume I can't. Like, this seems like the worst thing in the world to try and move away from. I do not want to take an attack of opportunity against these guys, so I'm just going to stay put, and hopefully they'll stay with me.
Talk.
Right. So if I'm gonna look it over here, a bit of a better angle.
Yep.
Right, I like that last one. But do I want to do that or do I want to do that? So, like, trick shot, it'd be wasted because there's nothing to bounce onto.
No, I'll give it you both against the bats because a swarm of bats is multiple tiny beasts. So you hit one and it bounces into another.
You have made me a very happy man. So I'm going to do... do I?
Such a flirt. Such a flirt.
Do I do that because... I suppose we could take a short rest after this. No. I'm just going to shoot at him. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to pop at him with the rifle.
Okay.
That's a good thing I didn't do anything with it, really, was it?
Yeah, I guess so. That is a miss. Your shot passes harmlessly through the dwindling swarm of bats. Ingo, your turn.
Nice them to shoot at, that's why I missed.
They really are a bunch of stupid bats that just do not. They're really not.
They're not as good. There aren't quite as many for herd immunity, but just enough.
Just wanted to give them disadvantage on the next roll. I will. Yeah, because of the damage, I'm going to give more bardic inspiration to Solix.
Thank you kindly.
Phineas.
I'm not happy about this. I warned you guys. You have been told. Bunk.
16 to hit. That's your swing takes out 5 bats from the air.
And just a single tear goes down Phineas's face. And because I do not want to be targeted, I'm gonna go invisible now. As my bonus action. Using Hidden Step.
Arwin, are you moving at all or are you staying where you are?
Would they get attack of opportunity at disadvantage or not at all?
Let's have a look.
It says in the... Yeah, because it sort of just says that you're completely invisible, and it's only if you attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw.
So, an invisible creature is impossible to see without the aid of magic or a special sense. For the purposes of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. You're going to take your chances?
Yeah. and just move back to Ingo.
Okay. I unfortunately would like to tell you that they have blind sight
I knew it.
for 9 damage.
Okay. Do I still have temporary HP? If I still had it, or does the long rest get rid of it? I can't remember.
As far as I'm aware, a long rest doesn't get rid of it. Gaining new temporary hit points does, but I don't think a long rest does, that I'm aware of. Again, I'm happy to be corrected.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Is that the first actual damage that's been taken, though? Because you've now got to do the con save as well for it.
Yeah, I think I do. Okay, con save. Uh-oh. So at the start, I am bleeding.
You are bleeding.
Yeah, 1d4 necrotic damage. Bother.
No, unless feature grants you temporary hit points as a duration, they last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest.
Okay, so I didn't have them. Cool.
Correct.
So I'm down to... It was full health. I took 9 damage. Alright, cool. Yeah. That's 12.
Oh, in your turn.
Okay, you're going to use currents.
A 15 does hit. Doing...
Love it.
Wow, that's
That's a whopping one.
That's
Nice
absolute
thing, sir.
maximum damage. You could not have rolled better than that unless you'd crit.
You're dirty.
Yeah, and second one missed probably.
9 does miss, yes.
Yeah, so 19 damage on the first one.
Indeed. You see, you do this as the bats are coming back from their attack on Phineas. You just stick your knife in the air, and something about it just attracted the eye of the bats, and enough of them flew into it that 10 of them are now lying at your feet. It is the bat swarm's turn. Unable to see Phineas. Well, no, they can see Phineas, but they are actually going to go back for Arwen this time. For a 15 for 14 damage.
Can they roll? Can they roll at disadvantage because of protection?
They can. A 12.
Oh, yeah, no.
At the last minute, Solix sticks his shield over Arwen's head, and they just clang off the shield.
One big bonk.
Bonk.
Okay, where are we at then? That is their turn. Solix, your turn.
I'm glad that I saved that. I'm sorry that I didn't protect Phineas when it happened to him. Sorry, Phineas. I forgot that I could do it.
You wouldn't. I would have. Solix wouldn't have realised that the bats were attacking Phineas because I was invisible. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah. Solix doesn't even really know what's going on half the time, but he is now going to again have the power with the
power of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power.
That won't do it though, will it?
You've got Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. Thank you, Bard, for my Bardic Inspiration. 15.
15 does hit. So we've got
Right. So
3
now
from that.
we're spending the charge.
Lightning arcs between all of the bats, and this one solitary bat is left flapping about.
And then, as a final thing, Solix, watching all the lightning happen, and the last bat, he stares the last bat directly in the eyes, and then mutters something under his breath, and adds Divine Smite to his roll, expending a spell slot.
Nicely done.
It's 2d8, Tom. Is it not?
Yeah, 2d8 for
Yeah,
the
it is
first level.
2d8. Let's see. Let's add another one to that then. Sorry,
Let's overkill it.
10 damage to the last remaining bat. So as the other bats are falling, The lightning is arcing. Solix's divine energy just builds into a crescendo that just obliterates this last bat.
It's a nice 24 damage in that attack there.
Not necessarily. So, yeah.
If you add it all together, it's 24.
I don't know if you know, guys know how swarms work, but they are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
So the initial attack, if you noticed, just from an out of character perspective, every time you hit with just basic attacks, it was half the number of bats before.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I did.
Yeah. The fact that it's lightning added on or poison onto the tox shot and things like that, that's definitely what saved you there. So, congratulations, you have taken out the bats and you have the ground floor of the North Tower to search.
I'm going to investigate because I think I learned the right idea. Slashed all those bats.
Can I try and stop my bleeding? And do I need to take 1d4?
I was just about to say I can.
You would need to take 1d4, yes. Is it the beginning of your turn?
It is, yeah.
No, as in, so at the start of his turns, yeah. So you take 1d4 damage, and then you can either make a medicine check or. Yeah.
I'm a healer. It's what I do. Do you want to roll the damage, Chris?
You can do.
From you. Oh, thanks.
You asked me to roll it.
No, I did.
Oh, thanks.
And then, before you go, I'm going to dump a cure wounds into myself, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, and then finally, before you do actual things, I am collecting up the ways of bats all together, and I'm going to start digging individual graves for them all.
Okay. There's only bodies for about half of them.
I will cry as I'm doing it.
Okay. Other people searching the tower then?
Yeah.
If you're having a look around, Arwin, can I have a perception, please? Or investigation, actually. Your choice.
May I do the same? Because I was going to do it.
Yes, you can.
I want to examine the thing that dropped down in the middle.
You want to have a look at that thing that dropped down in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Ingo, do you want to make your roll?
So I get to add another 2 onto whatever I roll.
Okay. Because you double your proficiency. Fantastic. So, Ingo, you before Arwin manages to mess them up running across the ground, you find a human-sized individual recently walked through the soft, sticky bat guano to and from the ladder on the far wall. Arwin, you find the little thing, or is it a strange spherical object that hung from the ceiling, and you see it's moving slightly. And you peep inside, and there are 2 tiny baby bats, no more than 8 inches long each.
Oh, I'm going to put them into my bag.
Okay.
Someone's going to upset another member of the pie.
So, as you do so, they nip at your fingers, and one of them draws blood, but doesn't actually cause any real damage.
That's okay.
Okay. You have a pair of Razorbat young? What's a bat young called?
They're kitten or something.
It's a baby bat.
Batlet.
Battling.
Cheers for that, Tom.
It's a pup.
You're welcome. Here to help.
It's a pup.
A pup.
A pup, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You have 2 bat pups, Razorbat pups.
In a bag.
In a bag. Mate,
Did I see this? Can I make a perception check to see? I know I'm busy, but
you're busy. You're busy at the moment, but their bats aren't silent, so you may get the chance to later.
And I can hear what they're saying.
Did I see it?
You would have seen it, yes. You would have seen it.
So after getting the information of like, oh, people have been staffing around in here, I'm gonna walk out because the rest of the group seem to be outside. And
you didn't say you were doing it stealthily when you did it, Mark.
I know, but I can't believe I've done a nat. So I'm gonna get away with it.
Yeah, I'll walk out and be like, yeah, somebody's been here recently. I'm guessing we kind of know who that is. We got an idea. It's Alexia, probably. So I guess, right? Yeah.
That sounds about right. I imagine that the mechanism for the gate is up there, and she sent one of her lackeys up to close it behind her.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the idea I had. Also, Phineas, you might want to have a chat to Arwen. I'm not happy about what he's doing myself. He seems to be smuggling baby bats. I'm not happy about that. I'm not into that. So,
with the right care, I assume these bats are going to be what but they just need the right sort of container. You don't want them flying away. You don't want them suffocating in a bag.
Yeah,
you know.
In the bag.
So make a nature roll for me, Phineas. 14, fantastic. You recall that they would, to survive, they would need to be kept warm and fed fresh meat 4 times a day.
Wow, it's quite a responsibility. Arwen, I hope you're listening. They need lots of meat 4 times a day, and you got to keep them warm, man. Yeah, I mean, and I assume oxygen is a thing for them.
Yes, that goes without saying. That didn't need a nature roll.
I'm just saying, I mean, the bag's cool. You can have them as long as you never actually and purposefully kill them. But I hold out my coat and be like, but pockets are better than bags. And also body heat.
In fairness, I was going to barbecue him later.
Good. I walk away.
Okay. What are you doing next?
Question bat.
What you doing?
Okay. Need to go up the ladder, I think.
Yeah. Head for the ladder.
Okay. Did that work? Oh no, I went to the wrong layer.
Solix walks in. I'll go, is there a correct custom for climbing up ladders?
There we go. So, you climb out of the worst of the bat stench and see a large crank and gear train in the centre of the stone floor. 4 windows provide a narrow view of the world outside.
If we can move the lever to open the gates.
Are you going to try and turn the crank?
Yep.
Okay. Make a strength check for me. Or athletics. Let's go with athletics.
No, 20.
Solix is like standing in the corner with his arms folded, watching because he's a bit disappointed he didn't go up the ladder first. Because he likes doing these things. So he's come up and smugly watched you trying to do it, being like, "Yeah, just wait until they ask Solix for help."
So, Arwen, you are swinging on this crank to try and get it to turn, and everybody can hear the gate trying to move. It starts to move open, but gets snagged on something in the water.
Can I look out the window to see where it's getting snagged on?
You can. Unfortunately, even from there, you can only see like the top couple of feet of the gate. It goes underwater. Okay. You can't see from where you are. Whatever it's snagged on is under the water.
Tok, I'm going to shout down to Tok. Tok, it looks like there's something in the water blocking it. Can you get around and have a look?
Right. I'll go and have a look. How deep is the water?
It's pretty deep. Your boat has a draft of 4 to 6 feet, depending on the load. So it's at least. So it's probably 10 feet deep, I think. Actually, it might have a bit on here. Yeah, 10 feet deep. I got that right.
Right. I will. I don't know why I'm the designated diver of the team, but I will dive in and try and swim underwater and see if I can figure it out.
Okay. So you swim at half speed, so it takes you a little bit of time to get in there, but we're only talking, 12 seconds to get down there. You find... you palming off your parental responsibilities, are you?
Wait, what did I miss? What happened?
I'll tell you in a second. You find a thick 10-foot-long chain and a fat, high-quality lock are wrapped around the centre of the gate where its two halves meet.
Right. I'll come back up and tell them the situation. I'll go, oi! There's a big chain down there and a nice decent lock. I think it's locked.
Can you shoot it off?
I mean, I can certainly try. I'll go back under there and shoot it off.
Okay.
While swearing under my breath, I'm the lackey.
Okay.
Right.
So you are a pistolier, a gunfighter by nature. So you would be aware that using firearms underwater is probably the least efficient place to use them.
Yeah. I'll turn around and go, yeah, I can't shoot them off because gunpowder and water does not mix very well. How about, Arwin, you be the thief that you claim to be and come and pick it?
Seems fair.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll use precipitation cantrip to dry myself off.
I'll climb down the ladder and I'll go and swim out to the padlock.
Yep.
Before you go in the water, can I? Very aware that you've got razor bats in a bag.
I've already in.
So,
I've got.
Phineas, you notice as this realization comes to you, you notice a little wriggling in your coat pocket.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got so angry, Arwin. Thank you. Now I need to find some peace.
Here comes the problem. The pacifist to nature, who doesn't like killing things, now has to find something to kill to feed his
But I do
charges.
appreciate the circle of life. Just, I don't like killing things.
If you've not buried them all, there's some dead bats flying around, floating around.
You know what? I'll give it a go. I have buried most of them.
Okay, so Owen, pick a lock.
Okay. It doesn't actually list thief tools on the skills, does it? Which is interesting.
It's not a skill, but if you click on, if you're on D&D Beyond, if you click on Thieves Tools, it should roll it.
Again. These tools. Manual tools. Yes. No, it's not giving me any.
Okay, so what it does is it allows you to add your proficiency to the dex roll required to pick the lock, basically. Are you expertise with Thieves Tools, or are you just proficiency?
I think just proficiency.
Okay.
So Dex.
Dex plus 2 plus D20.
Dex plus 2. No, so that's 12.
12. You try. You feel like you might be in the right place, but nothing's budging, and you're running out of air. So pop your head back up to the surface. You feel it's possible, but it's going to take a lot more
Oh.
precision than that.
I'll try again.
Okay.
There we go. Oh God, I have to get that one. So that one didn't work.
No, you you break your pick. Not that it's your only pick, but you break one of your picks in your attempt.
I'll have one more go, and then we'll have to figure something else out. 16 plus 2, 18.
18. Where's my DC? Okay, you just as you're getting to the end of your breath, you just hear a click. Your machinations have successfully have borne fruit, and the lock is open. You pop your head up to the surface before heading back down to unwrap the rest of the chain.
I'll turn and say, yeah, so I told you it'd be a bit more useful than me with my gun.
Okay, I'll swim back to the shore.
Okay.
Now, Solix quite happily wanders over to the crank, and will attempt to turn it.
Okay. Make an athletics check then, please.
Piece of cake.
You're heaving at it. And it's just not quite turning. You don't know what Arwen managed to do to get this thing to turn, but you're just not quite getting there.
You need a gobber. That's what you need.
Does anyone want to help me out?
Don't worry, Solix. I've got this. You can have
Ingo, you go to push on Solix's back and you just slip in the guano and face plant the ground.
I like to say that whenever Owen's gone to say a roll tonight, he's said something and he's either gained a 20 or a 1.
Yeah,
He's
brilliant.
Beach. The dice god to get a 20. Watch this, I'll help you out. Balls of 1.
Perfect player for comedy. But,
with his face in guava apparently. Guava. He'll look up from the floor and just be like, "Did I do it?"
With a last heave, Solix, you just get over the hump of it and you turn this crank, and this side of the gate begins to open.
Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. There's gonna be something else bad on the other side.
Okay, so you successfully open that side of the gate, and what are you doing now?
Well,
I bet we-
side.
Go and have a look at the other side, shall we?
Yeah.
How are you getting across? Are you all swimming across?
I'm gonna go up, get onto the boat and be like, "Can you move the boat to the other side?"
Not really. You can't really go sideways in this thing, and there isn't a lot of space here to turn around.
It definitely went sideways earlier.
Yeah. You can't like move one thing and.
Yes, but changing the gears and whatnot, to put one of the wheels in reverse. It's a big old job just swim. You'll be fine.
I suppose I've got to clean this bat droppings off me.
So, Solix, how far is it? Far enough for Solix in heavy armor because it's 10 foot deep, which is obviously deeper than him. But can he basically, because he will struggle to swim with his heavy armor, can he just walk from one side to the other and hold his breath?
So it is. Let's have a look. So it's 50 feet across. So you'd move at 15. Is it 50 or 45? No, it's 45. So you'd move at 15 feet around. So it's going to take you 18 seconds to walk across the bottom. Give me a dex saving throw.
Right. So non-magical difficult terrain doesn't slow my travel. Is this non-magical difficult terrain being water?
Let me see.
Semantics.
I knew you were going to pull something out of the bag there.
It's just, it's just that swimming seems unlikely for me.
So, Tom, would you like to finish that sentence? Like, insert the 2 words that you missed.
Within forests. This is like a forest.
Are you?
This is the bottom
I
of
know
the
just
river.
are you in forest.
This is the bottom of the river, Tom.
I imagine it was a forest at some time in its existence.
That's why they call it the Amazon Rain Bayou.
Is there more than 3 trees? No, it's the forest.
Right.
It might
Then
be a
let's-
forest above ground, but underwater is not a forest. I'm letting you walk across the bottom of a river. Make me a
Yeah,
dex save to avoid tripping over.
I am falling on my face.
Yeah, you are heading under. So as you're heading under, you trip over, taking an extra round to get where you need to go. And there however, your additional time underwater gives you a point of exhaustion.
Oof.
However, I'll pop it in there. Trollkin can ignore the first 3 levels of exhaustion.
3 levels?
Yeah, I know,
no,
yeah.
Sorry, no, you can
Trollkin
ignore the
don't
first 2 until you've suffered
Yeah.
3 or more levels of exhaustion. And then when you finish a long rest, your exhaustion is reduced by 3, not 1.
Yeah.
Trollkin barbarians must be fantastic.
Yeah.
What is it? The barbarian that does a particularly powerful rage that takes a point of exhaustion afterwards.
Frenzy,
that
yeah.
one.
Frenzy. Yeah.
So yes, you get across, but you get a point of exhaustion in the process. Everybody
Well,
else.
that was alright. I deserve that. Thank you.
Is anybody else swimming or what are you doing?
I'll
swim.
do
James, are you swimming?
Can I try and get some meat from the wazer bats that are dead?
Yeah.
I mean, like how much? Like how much do they eat? Surely not that much.
Make me a nature roll.
Okay. I'm learning about the Iron Kingdom creatures.
Yeah, you get you estimate if you can keep the meat good enough to sustain them for 2 days.
Oh,
We've actually got something that will keep that meat very cold and keep it for much longer. I was thinking about this earlier. We could zap some flat pig and it could stay cold for ages.
If
I was genuinely out of character. I was just curious then and thinking, if I turn to wild shape and get someone to hurt me and cut a bit off me, will that stay on the floor in animal form when I turn back into me, or would it turn into Ogren meat?
I've seen this before. People talking about like turning like either polymorph or wild shaping and like harvesting characters, and it's like I'm not going down that route. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
I don't think Phineas would, but yeah. Cool. So I got some meat. And just for brevity, I want to put them in a box with holes in on the boat rather than swimming with them before I go and swim, if that's okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Cool.
You also know with your nature that they can't fly yet. They are too young to fly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can drown though, so I'm just going to pop them in a box.
Yes, it was more the case of you're like locking them away in a box so they don't fly away, but you're aware that whilst they could like flop around and whatnot and escape, they can't fly yet.
Yeah, so I've made them a nice little pen. They've got some little comfortable things and all their creature comforts, a little bit of meat, and now I'm coming, guys. Sorry, thanks for waiting.
Okay. South Tower. No door stands in your way, and within the tower there is nothing but dust and dead leaves. A series of iron rungs mounted into the stone wall opposite lead you upstairs.
we'll go upstairs.
Go on then, Alex. Do your thing.
Do your thing. That's like opening doors, isn't it?
Oh, it's pulling levers as well.
So let me get.
And multifaceted as a character.
Let me move that roof out of the way.
Oh.
So what can you see now? You can see. Yep, the ground floor.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna look up as I walk in.
So look up. Make a perception roll for me. Nope, you're quite happy Moseying on through.
I'm quite happy moseying on through. I go to the stairs.
Fair enough.
I go to the ladder.
Okay.
I'm going to be close behind him.
Not a problem at all. And are you climbing?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Gotta go. What goes up? All that.
Okie dokie. So, Solix, you climb. Just because of the way the tower is, I'm going to put you in that one as you climb up the wall. Climb up
Okay.
the ladder. Let me get the upstairs there. Ingo, I'm going to pop you off to the side just because you're not upstairs yet, but laterally you're that far through the thing.
Yeah.
And as you get up there, where are we? That one. Since we've done this before, I've updated all of these things to their new Monster Nomicon profiles. It's like do the names match. So, charging at you as you reach the top of the ladder, a wild-eyed human approaches you from behind a large gear and crankset and slashes at you with a rapier. Downside is I don't have rapier on their character sheet.
He's gonna. I'm just shout, whoa, 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 whoa.
So, we'll make the attack with the claws.
That's English, but stop a thrall.
For a crit, but it is D8 for a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Level 2.
So, that's 8, 14, plus 1. 15 damage.
Oof.
And we'll jump into initiative.
Double oof.
Hang on. I just deleted a bunch of people off the initiative order. I may have just... Phineas. Ingo's not on there.
Mine
Better
didn't.
than that, Penny.
Neither's Solix.
So I think when you clicked on me, it unselected it when I had it.
It might have been also that I was in the process of deleting you out of the initiative order as you were rolling. 20.11. Ingo was 19.11. And Solix was 6.08. And negative initiative.
Wow. He attacks himself.
So let's go for Tok.
Right. Can I see Matey Boy nearest me?
You can't see. Where are you? You're outside. So looking up through there. No, you can't.
Oh, they're upstairs.
Yes.
We're on the top floor.
So what you can see. Let me just pop back to here and just move that out of the way for a second. So down here, you can see through the doorway and inside, and you can see the ladder that Solix went up, and you can see Ingo is in the middle of that room, just behind Solix. And then this is upstairs. So you can see upstairs, just like the first one, there is a small window on your side, and you assume that there's probably the 4 windows on the other sides that you saw upstairs in the other tower. Beyond that, you can't actually see who's attacking. However, Solix has just yelped.
I'll go inside this bottom floor
Yep.
and I'll hold my action and shout up, Solix, kick him down the stairs and I'll shoot him. And that's it, because I won't be having enough movement to get up the stairs, I don't think, will I?
And Solix is currently on the ladder.
Yeah. Solix, pull him down the ladder and I'll shoot him.
Easier said than done. The maniac stabbed me.
That's fine. Well, I'll shoot him. You're a big grown man.
Phineas.
Hearing Solix, I'm gonna turn into Spider-Man. Did you say these towers were 20 foot tall?
20 foot, yeah.
Cool. I got 40 foot of climbing. Can I get up and into the window?
Yes.
Nice.
So unfortunately, you do just see a giant spider crawl for the window, but he instantly attacks the first thing he sees, if that's okay.
Isn't it an action to change?
It is. I forgot that. I will safely stand on the wall here.
Okay.
Solix is going to shout down, "Oh God, lads, there's a big spider up here as well now!"
Technically, I'm not in the window yet. I'm on the outside. Sorry.
Alright, sorry, yeah.
Just,
I've got a bad feeling about something climbing up the building.
Ingo.
So I'm currently halfway up a ladder, right?
No, you are just at the foot of the ladder, right behind Solix.
Okay.
I mean, the rooms themselves, they're only 10 foot high each, and Solix is about 7 foot of that. He's just poked his head up, so he's occupying about the top 5 feet of the ladder.
And I can't see the guy that attacked him at all.
You can see him, but he's because he's right next to the opening. But he's got cover, so.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna, because I'm interested in how this works. I'm gonna, not that one. I'm gonna whisper gently in his ear.
Dissonant whispers, making him walk down the stairs.
You know what? I'm gonna do it that. Wait, no, I hit level 2. Sorry. Yeah, I meant level 1, but it's just.
So you're casting at level 1. I don't think it's changed. No, it hasn't changed the text, has it? So it's
how much damage I do.
Wisdom saving throw. No, he's failed. So it dives down the stairs. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just to make this easier. We're going to get Solix, that Thrall, and the Wolf Spider, and we're going to move you over there. And I'm just going to put downstairs there.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
So we've got, and now you are there, Ingo. Oh no, like that. So yes, the Thrall has just walked down, fallen 10 feet, which is D6 damage, I believe.
I think that's what you said last time.
2 damage from the fall. Why didn't that work? Oh,
So it takes 7 from the Dissonant Whispers as well.
whoops! I've just done 2 to Ingo. That wasn't very fair.
Ow.
Ow.
What's it? 17. It should have. Oh, I've not changed the token.
Didn't you do it at level 2, Owen?
No,
I misclicked.
he clicked level 2, but so
Yeah.
-2 for the fall. Tok, you now have a viable target for your held action.
Hello. I'll shoot him.
Yeah, take your 7 for the Dissonant Whispers, Chris.
7 for Dissonant Whispers. Yep, sorry, missed that.
I'm going to pump him full of lead.
Magical lead at that.
I'm not going to pump him full of lead.
You are. That hits.
Really?
Yep.
Woo! 13.
Which is even more annoying that he did like 15 damage to me as I went up a ladder.
I mean, he did crit. To be fair,
Yeah.
he crit and then rolled a 6 and an 8 on his d8s.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it?
So
Good.
he's fallen. He's just taken 13 points of damage, but we now need to make a con save of 5 plus the damage taken, unless it was radiant or a critical. So that's DC 18 con save.
Passes.
Yeesh!
It drops down, hit by the shot, splat on the floor, and it just sort of sits up and looks around as it does so. Arwin, your turn. Unless there was anything else, Ingo. We kind of got carried away with the middle of your turn.
No, my only bonus action is to think I've only got 1 left, so.
Okay, Arwin.
So if Arwen steps into the doorway, is Ingo in between him and the thrall?
Yes, but again, it's a 5 foot square. So, and Ingo, unless I've gravely mistaken, Ingo's character is not 5 foot wide.
Not that I'm aware of.
He's eaten a lot of bacon recently, though.
I'll be honest, I only have one thing written on my bio, and it's Ingo is scared of crabs for some strange reason. I don't remember writing that, but that's on there.
What about lobsters?
So,
Are you?
so Arwen's
Animals
gonna
I can
take, he's taking 2 daggers out, and he's thrown his 2 normal daggers,
Okay.
one each side of Ingo at the thrall.
So the first one does the 13. The second one is going to do 3. So I'm going to add that up for 16 damage, making this a DC 21 con save. No, he's down. As he sits up, 2 daggers just fly across the room. Ingo, you feel one go just off your right hip, and the other one passes between your legs. One thunks straight in the thrall's head, and the other one in his chest, and it just falls back onto the ground.
He's like, I see you're learning how to make daggers spin in the air too.
That would have been that thrall's turn. Solix.
So Solix is gonna get to the top of the ladder, and try and cleave this thrall.
Okay.
He's slightly perturbed about having been cleaved,
11's a hit.
and you might as well do a thingy as well while we're here. Dunk, dunk, bonk.
So 14 damage total.
Yep.
Okay. It is that thrall's turn. This one only has a club rather than a rapier, and rolls a 7 to hit.
I like the idea that he just like reaches up and like whacks Solix around the face with it really hard, but Solix doesn't. Like his jowls all move, but Solix just stays staring at him and doesn't move in any way, shape, or form, or even flinch. His face just sort of finishes wobbling, and he keeps staring at him.
Fantastic. Tok, your turn.
Right. So is one upstairs with Solix, yes?
I've got him.
You've heard Solix swing and grunt and his sword discharge. You don't know the state of affairs upstairs, but you assume there is still combat going on.
How's he looking, Solix?
Solix doesn't look away from the thing and be like, "He will be dealt with shortly. There's only one."
Right. Good luck. And I'll cheer him on.
I'll shout. No, I'll shout. Get up here and do the mechanism.
Right. Okay. I will climb up the ladder then. Am I able to climb up the ladder?
5, 10, 15 to the ladder. You've got Yep.
I will shimmy up the ladder.
So you will become here.
Oh right. Right. Okay. I will use all my 3-foot frame to try and open.
So you're at the top of the ladder. The mechanism is in the middle of the room.
Right.
And you've maxed out your movement at this point.
Right. I tell you what, Solix, you do the mechanism. I'll shoot this bloke here. I'll shoot this bloke here then.
Okay.
Only. Well, 8 damage.
It's enough to force a roll, so we are a DC 13. Nah, he takes the shot, drops to the ground, but starts to rise again.
I hate things that don't stay dead.
Phineas
Yeah.
T. Wolf Spider.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so now the spider will call for the window. I don't have any vision on my spider. So where is he? Is he there?
Sorry. You should have vision.
I think it's because I don't have Phineas out. I can put Phineas out.
No, it's
and then
not. Oh, hang
No,
on.
it's not. I just don't.
You may need to refresh.
Okay, well, for the purpose of this, am I within 5 foot of him right
You
now?
Yeah,
are
you're
within
within
5
5
foot, but you've been pinging Solix, so if you attack there, you'll be in trouble.
So
Don't
that
get me.
one then. Yeah? Either way, I'm going to attack the Thrall thing.
He's right here in the corner. 13 to hit, doing 2
Eight.
damage.
Plus 6 poison, or half if he doesn't make his constitution throw.
Doing 6 damage. Sorry, doing 2 damage.
Can't be poisoned.
But yeah, that's a shame. I was really hoping just to not kill him, but paralyze him forever.
And he passes his con save.
Nah.
Ingo.
So I'm gonna try and climb up the ladder if at all possible.
Yeah. Tox at the top of the ladder, but there's enough space to go past him. He's only little.
Okay. Should I just move over here? Yeah, okay. I can see.
Yep, that's fine.
I just couldn't see in here. And then kind of. So this is where the mechanism is, isn't it? Can I still stand here?
Yeah, you can still stand in there. I do apologise, those watching in the chat. I forgot to move the other view over. They've been looking at the lower half of the tower only.
Okay. So I'll come here, and it's time for everyone's favourite rapier in the world.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
It does 1 damage as per
It
normal.
hits. Does 1 damage. Is it enough? Is this Thrall finally going to go down? No. This has got to be the toughest Thrall going. Arwin, your turn.
I can't see the Thrall, can I?
You can't, no.
I'm going to shout encouraging things up the stairs like, go on, boys. I know you can do this. I've got the bottom covered. I've got your back covered. Don't worry about it. You just get on with it. So that's my sort of encouragement.
Solix.
Solix is just gonna lift up his giant boot and just kick him.
It hits, doing 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, come on!
Do I need to put the rule out again, Tom? The DC is based upon the amount of damage you do to him.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what's the base DC that he's got to get? I thought it was just 13.
No, it's 5 plus the damage taken. So the more damage you do to him, the more likely he is to go down.
Oh, sorry, I missed that completely. I'd have tried to do loads more damage if that was the case. Sorry. So I thought he only had 1 HP, like because he only had 1 HP left. I thought it was funnier just to kick him because I knew I was going to do at least one damage, but no more than 2. Oh no!
8 spider legs do this.
I don't know how this game works.
The Thrall is gonna try and bonk Solix again and miss. Doesn't like being kicked.
I feel sorry for this Thrall. It's just getting punched and kicked and stabbed. And it's
Talk. It really has been around a bit, this one.
It's like, let me die.
Jace?
Oh,
Hello.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was looking at the wolf spider for some reason. Right. I'm gonna move here. I think they're gonna sort it out. That's fine. I'll start trying to do the mechanism.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me then, please.
Athletics check. Oh yes, because my strength is really good. Athletics. This is going to go down well. Oh. Oh.
I love the fact that both the gobbers, with their infinite amount of strength, have done equal to or better than Solix at every turn on this crank.
This has not been a night for Solix rolling well. Let's say.
You can start to feel the movement, but you can't quite get it started. It's getting there, but you need a little bit more help. Phineas T. Wolf Spider?
Hello. Let's try and bite him. Yeah, I will.
5 damage. So we're on a DC 10.
Oh, well.
Ingo.
Is this Thrall in black armor by any chance?
Why?
It's only a flesh
Not
wound.
a scratch. We are fighting the Black Knight resurrected.
I'll shout "nee" at it and see what happens. I said Azar.
Okay, it's a hit. Let's have a look. It's DC 9. It goes down. It was that knee that did it. It's gotta
I
be.
think we should have tried to recruit him.
I bested the invincible Thrall.
He's got a
Okay.
scratch.
I'm going to pop you guys, because actual positioning matters a lot less now. I'm going to pop you guys back. Move that back. And bring the stream view better. Okay. What you doing?
Well, I recent it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Solix, I need to make up for my last failed miserable attempt. Do you mind if I have a try?
By all means.
What was it? Athletics?
Yes, please.
Can I help him, or is that not possible? Oh my god.
Owen,
You got your
have
second.
you somehow hacked Roll20 for comedic effect?
I get to add 1 to that.
There's no bat guano to slip over on, but somehow you manage it anyway.
There was some left on my boot from last time, right?
Yeah, apparently. The extra bit of water trying to wash it off didn't help, and it's just made it even slipperier.
This time I'm face planting the floor, just to be like, I think you've got this, Solix.
I'll be like, you definitely loosened it up for me, thanks. Jesus. It's a tough one.
Go on, Tok and Arwen, show him how it's done.
Okay. Let's do this. What is it? Athletics.
Yes, please.
We definitely loosened it up.
High five.
Okay, between the two of them swinging on it, they just get the momentum going, and they get the crank moving, and after that, it's just a nice, easy turn. And
Walks around after it's going. Hulk Hogan.
the other half of the gate swings lazily open. Your path is now unblocked.
Don't
Go on,
for
everyone,
that.
please. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm going to put my arm around Solix and just be like,
So Solix is just staring into the middle distance at the moment, just like.
You hear the engine on the boat start to go again, and the boat chugs forward to the other side of to there to pick you all up.
have you stayed as a giant spider?
For now,
Okay,
it's up to an hour at the moment. So
Tok, are you moving on?
Sorry, yes.
Okay. So continuing on.
It's everyone's favourite moment of the...
It's Tom's favourite moment anyway.
On a boat. On a boat.
So this requires a little bit of abstract thinking over this map because I couldn't find an appropriate map that had all of these features on. So this this bayou map that probably can't have been any more than about 300 feet long has currently kept you going for a good couple of leagues. Here, the waterway widens into a large pond, perhaps 120 feet across at its longest dimension. To the north is the wreck of a small steamship, its stern totally submerged, and the bow points upwards at a steep angle. An iridescent oil slick surrounds the wreck, which lies about 10 feet from the shore.
Any obvious sign as to what wrecked it?
Not from this distance. If you want Squint to approach, so you can have a look.
Can I use my goggles as a spyglass to try and see from this distance?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so you can see, even from this distance, you can see gashes and claw marks on many of the wooden surfaces.
Oh dear. I think it's been attacked.
Something that can take a boat down is probably going to need a fairly hefty, strong adventurers. Top, you with me?
Yeah. I mean, we got to let the muscle go first. I mean, you have to go first.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Let Solix carry the bags at the end. Right, well, I think we should ignore the boat and keep going. No?
For that, yeah. You're the brains of the operation.
I think can we steer around the boats? Can we avoid the boats?
Squint pipes up from the back. If someone out here can do that to a boat, I want to find out what. You get over there and have a look what caused that. I want to see what we're up against out here. This is my boat. I'm putting at risk.
That's only fair.
Okay, well, you pull up next to the boat and we'll get out and have a look.
That seems fair to me. Okay.
Seems correct.
So you pull up
right next to the boat that's been trashed. That seems really sensible. Okay.
Well, those gashes and claw marks, we can all see. You can all see them now from where you are, and whatever's caused them is not here right now. But I want to see if we can figure out what it is, so we know what we're up against.
Okay.
So heading over there, if you can make some sort of investigative perception kind of roll, see what you can see.
Hold on. Investigative roll. Investigation or
Investigation or perception, depending on how you're going about this.
We've got there. It's probably quite dark.
Okay. You all climb on board and
the rest.
looking around. In the process of this, you, Arwen, as you're moseying about, looking at the deck, you kick something on the floor, and as you look down, you see a scaly green clawed hand was found on the boat's tilted deck. It looks to have been cleanly severed, and it's not a gobber's hand, but seems to be from a human-sized creature.
I'll pick the hand up, and I will shout at Thilius, "Have a look at that!" And I'll throw him the hand.
Oh, cool. Some meat for my wazer bats.
Yeah, it would perfectly suffice for that. If you can make a nature roll for me.
It's a hand.
It's a hand. It's not something you've encountered before. Not a race or a creature that you know.
Oh yeah, no, these aren't from any animal I know of. I don't think. But I will keep this. Thank you.
All of you spot bloodstains, splashes, and drips throughout the whole boat. You find, searching the stern of the boat, which is just below the water line, you find a hole about 12 inches across. The hole has fairly clean edges and looks neatly punched from the outside. On the upper deck, towards the bow of the ship, a locked chest is fastened down, but it's been broken open. Inside, you see the outline of what would have been a rifle, and about 24 rifle rounds.
Did you see Tuck's eyes light up then? He literally went. Rifle? Okay.
Okay. What are we doing?
Are there any signs of anyone who's got off the boat and gone onto the land?
So you are... Did I say you were 10 feet from... Yeah, so
Yeah.
The wreck lies about 10 feet from the shore, so you'll have to get off and go on the shore and have a look around.
Okay.
No need to actually step off the boat on this.
Oh, okay.
This river is obviously not 120 foot wide, small lake in the bayou. I was actually going to ask for survival for tracking. Nicely done. Yes, you find a series of human boot prints, as well as some claw-toed, almost reptilian type footprints. The claw-toed ones look to have been approaching, and they were sort of milling about and waiting, whereas the human boot prints have left a track heading off into the swampy forest.
I'll look back at the rest of it and say, he went this way. I suggest we follow them. See if he needs any help.
We don't recognize this ship as the one that Alyssa was on, do we?
You never saw the one Alexia was on. You just had a brief description of it being a smaller steamship than yours. This one is smaller than yours.
And the steamship.
And it's a steamship, yes.
Well, okay.
Let's put 2 and 2 together and get 12.
Oh, we were trying to get to this place by boat. If they have capsized, are we nearly there and have to go inland, or do we go ahead on boat and beat them to it? I'm not really sure on the whole location of things.
You are probably too far to start hoofing it yet. If you can continue up the river, it would definitely be beneficial to do so. So one thing Arwen noticed when he was looking at the boot prints is they are all too big to be Alexia. She's quite dainty. I mean, she's powerful as a sorcerer, but she's a 17-year-old girl. She's still quite slender, quite slight, and none of the boot prints that you found...
She's not walking around in size 12s, is she?
No, she's not.
Okay, so she's not a halfling.
I'm going to start tracking it, following it.
Unfortunately, as you get slightly further away from the bayou, the ground toughens up a bit, and you do lose the trail.
Okay. If I can't find the trail, there's no point in trying to follow it.
You can't find something you can't see, can you? Can't
No.
follow something you can't find.
Okay. Well, I'll follow it until the trail runs out. See if there are any more clues. You know, anything's been dropped or whatever, and then head back to the ship. Report that the trail died out. Can't see where it went.
Okay. What's the plan?
It's down to the captain. Do you want to keep going?
I mean, you've paid me to take you to where you want to go. We haven't got there yet, so...
But we haven't found out what took that steamer down. We found a hand. We know the crew abandoned ship. I haven't answered your question. Are you happy to go on?
Well, you've not found anything to... I suppose... So, how did the boat sink? What happened to it?
Something seemed to punch a hole through the back of it. Underwater.
Okay. So, let's be aware. We'll we can keep going. Just any damage to this boat is yours to cater for.
That sounds like something that we have established at the beginning of the terms and conditions of this arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't agree to fix your boat. We agreed to hire it, and the hiring fee covers any damage.
We're Josh and we like you. We'll do it. Don't worry. We'll pay for everything. Well, I will. I don't really care. Either way, let's move forward.
Yeah, I'll don't worry, it's covered.
Okay.
I like you, indeed.
Heading on down the bayou then.
Yep.
So, leaving the mysterious wreck behind, you steam onwards. The bayou staying constant for about 40 feet wide. According to your research, the Temple of Sirius should be very close indeed. There should be another small lake within a league of here, and then it's a short hike from there to your destination. Miles pass by uneventfully. Continuing on, you feel you're getting very close to the point where you need to start hoofing it across the ground.
Chris, as the miles pass by uneventfully, can I take that as a short rest?
Yes, you can take a short rest.
Yes,
I'd
please.
like under that.
Yeah, I'll play some music for you.
Ding 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 ding.
Is that
D6.
D6 more? Yeah. Thank you. Because boy, did I get smacked before.
What's your... You've got a racial thing for healing, haven't you?
Actually, yeah, I do.
Trollkin toughness.
Trollkin toughness.
No, regenerative.
No.
That one.
That's it. It's the regenerative one, isn't it?
When you roll a 1 or a 2. Which you did, you rolled a 2. To regain hit points at the end of a short rest, you can re-roll the die, but must use the new roll, even if it's a 1 or a 2. So
Okay.
you can re-roll it.
When did I roll a 2?
Just now. It's a 2 plus 3 was your
Oh,
hit dice roll.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I can roll that again. That's better.
There you go.
Thank you.
I knew there was something to do with it. I just couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Well remembered.
See, like I said, it's not me against you. Yet. Perfect timing, Jace. So, continuing on, you hear a rustling noise on the northern riverbank. By the time you're able to look, a fat log is swinging towards your boat. Suspended by a network of crude ropes and the wind whistling through the rigging, the trap crashes into the port side of the Fortune. It hits amidships, smashing the port paddle wheel into kindling. The ship shakes violently at the impact. Can everybody take a dex saving throw, please?
Okay.
Now I roll well.
Bear with me a second. Okay, where do we get? So, Solix, you manage to keep your feet, as does Arwin. Phineas, Ingo, and Tok, you are thrown over, not overboard, just thrown onto your derriere by the force of the impact. The Fortune begins to drift to the left, pivoting around the log stuck in her side. The remaining paddle wheel churning away. All stop! Disengage the axles! Yells Squint as he plays madly on the ship's controls. The sounds of groaning metal drift up from below your feet. Killian and Arnor run below deck. Disengage the axles before she strips her gears! Squint screams. After a few seconds, Squint and the lads manage to stop the engine and the wounded craft drifts to a stop. Unfortunately, a series of where are we? Interestingly shaped Why have I lost them? There they are. What look to be humanoid crocodiles
Oh, snap.
Oh,
are already in motion towards your ship. Let me get these set up. Okay. And not wanting to jump straight into combat at this time, we are actually going to call it there for tonight. We're a little bit early, but I hope you guys don't mind. And we will see what happens of this ambush next week.
oh.
Da, 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 da.
So tune in at 8 o'clock next week, 8 p.m. BST. We are British Summertime now, aren't we? Yes. 8 p.m. BST to find out how our cast of characters deals with an ambush by Gator Men.
I feel unconscious coming on.
It's amber time.
Thank you very much in the chat for sticking with us for the session. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Apologies for the technical difficulties at the beginning. And don't forget that Tom and Rach are on at 8 p.m. tomorrow night for Two Can Play at that game. Tune in to find out what they're playing and for a lovely stream. Thank you very much, everybody. Wish you
Thanks,
a good
everyone.
night from all of us here. Bye.
Bye. Good ball.
Good